morelikeradio.com. Because mean people need to laugh too.
Did you know you can listen to any of the More Like Radio shows on the go? Download TuneIn Radio on your smartphone and search More Like Radio and never miss.
Hey, you. Yes, you guessed 10,542,000. Change your username. And while you're in the More Like Radio live page, listening to fine quality programming, notice the banner ad just slightly above the chat room? It's a link to something you want in Amazon. Click it. It's probably reminding you to order something you need from Amazon.com. Don't leave MLR and type the URL like a sucker. Just click the link and it'll open in a new window. This way you can buy your shit and continue listening to the show. Now, change your username. It's right there on the right, stupid.
Last week on the Fifth Circle, the show got off to a rousing start with some technical difficulties thanks to the station's resident audio Nazi, Dutch.
Are you still sick?
They continue to experience problems with a missing mixing board as clips were very quiet indeed. The lads shot straight into the news, the first of which was a local anchor who sounded a lot like Norm Macdonald. This, of course, meant that Mersh MacDonald had to come out for a visit.
Racism is usually a side effect of having money.
Stories covered were racist Disney rabbit, 666 resignation, Muslim harassment, and then Mersh had yet another minor meltdown.
My credit shot. I'm divorced. I'm a miserable person. Who wants my life?
More news continued with an alcoholic driver, no, not in Colorado, this time in Sweden. Mama's boy makes out with jailbird's son, more technical difficulties caused by Dutch, death by Chick-fil-A for hating fags.
I'm so glad. I like to eat at Chick-fil-A because I can just peacefully eat my food without all those fucking faggots.
And the Revo Sig Stupid Person of the Week. Back from break, talk turned to a hatchet hitchhiker.
He's dead. Good.
This was followed by Juggalo profiles on OkCupid. I would ultimately fail at surmising this. Download the show.
This fucking pig takes so much Juggalo dick.
Talk turned to goofy online courses that sent Dutch off of the deep end. Thankfully, he was still having technical difficulties. And now, two men who really should have been sperm on their mother's backs, Mersh and Royce. The Fifth Circle.
It's 10 p.m. on the East Coast. Broadcasting from the More Like Radio frequency. This is the Fifth Circle.
Dude, Larry, it's awesome being in the 1%.
We reject that message.
It's so great to be in the 1%. Dude, don't knock it till you've tried it. I literally went jet skiing and got blown twice yesterday.
Does he wear a condom when he fucks you?
No.
That a girl.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying condoms are for faggots.
Hey, listen, Alanis Morissette song.
What?
When we're trying to get a...
I have no ass?
No ass,
I've always been told I have a good ass.
Yeah, you're laughing.
Hold on, I'll take my pants off.
No, whoa! Jesus Christ. He's actually... No, he's taking his pants off.
I'm pantsless the rest of the show.
Fucking... I'm believing. So... I know we usually come into the show with a little bit of energy. I can't even describe the fucking week that we've had. Hi kids, it is Thursday night on morelikeradio.com, and that means it's the Fifth Circle Radio program. And I just
if you want to call in, the number's 908-444-MLR1 or 954-573-2780. You want to send a tweet to us at HippoJuiceFilm, at Merch, at HJuiceMarie, at Joel Dutch, and we'll read them on air and blah, 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 blah. Join the chat room, morelikeradio.com, and if you're listening on TuneIn, and you can check out some live video of what we're doing here.
I have never been speechless by somebody, former colleague's behavior before.
Uh-huh.
But wow. I'm just gonna say, wow. Can we just go right into it? Can
I
you
mean,
explain what happened? Because I'm
Well, we
not.
gotta tease a little. I mean, let
We
people
need to make
trickle
'em
in.
I
You gotta
don't-
let people trickle in. You know, it's just the beginning of the show. People
my
are,
whole- I don't know. My whole
prepped.
day for the past.
Yeah. He's been like a kid. He's been like a kid at Christmas time. He just wants to go into the closet and just grab the presents.
I don't even care if they've been wrapped yet. I just want to have my presents.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't have to. We don't have to go right into it, but
I mean, you want it to fester a little bit more, don't you? Just think about it.
But just I don't know. For those of you that are wondering, if you want to just spend some time thinking about what we're going to talk about, of course you could just Google, the gay off. That's all you really have to. The gay off.
Yeah.
And just listen to whatever.
Okay.
Get some pictures and stuff.
I'll have you know, everyone else has also been anticipating your reaction specifically
I don't
to said gay off.
Listen, I like to support everybody.
Yeah.
Regardless of their life decision.
Western Echo says, "I bet Mersh will be really understanding."
I could see why.
You could probably relate.
Yeah, I could totally.
You know what?
relate.
Fuck it. We're going into it right now because it's enough. We're not on regular radio. We don't have to tease anything. If someone's going to hear it, they're going to hear it now. If they missed it, too fucking bad. Be on time then, shithead.
We teased it for like a good solid
fucking care.
minute.
Okay.
That was good, right?
Mersh, let's start this. Mersh let's start from the beginning because we have a lot of new listeners. And by the way, guess what I'm doing? I'm doing Eminem, 8 Mile.
You're not doing Eminem.
I'm doing Eminem. Hood
you're
comes
not.
up.
No, you're not.
Eminem.
I'm serious.
8 Mile.
You're taking that off. Or we're
No,
not
I'm
doing
not.
The show.
Bro.
That's coming off right now, or we're not even finishing the show.
Off the dome. Okay.
Okay, that's
all right.
better.
Here's the thing.
I mean, listen. I know we're having a lot of fun with this whole situation. We're still fucking grown-ups.
I'm not.
Speaking of grown men kissing penises,
nice segue.
No problem, man. I've been working on them.
Just radio hijinks.
Mersh, why don't you start from the beginning? Because, as far as your relationship with Dave Harris and Heather Hyde, because there's a lot of new listeners, and I really want to make sure everybody's
Okay, you got
on board.
all right. Well, thousands of years ago, before the dawn of
way before Sigourney Weaver,
way before Sigourney Weaver. Years ago, I was a part of a radio show, little internet radio show on Cringe Humor, called Hate Speech Radio. No, take the hood off. Take the hood off. I was trying to put the hood on. and
Sorry,
it's-
go ahead.
No,
it was
the
chilly. It
fucking
was
hood
chilly.
off. Okay.
Gonna keep Brittany Murphy alive.
So anyway, I used to be a part of a show called Hate Speech Radio.
That's a good name.
Really is marketable. I
name.
said that for all the time I was there. I said, you know what, guys? I say nothing screams I want to buy this T-shirt and get punched in the face at a mall more than But anyway, I did a show with some people who are kind of known deviants. It's not a big deal that
Right.
they're disgusting and just sexual deviants and gross. Had a falling out, and oh Jesus!
Oh, there's the picture.
There's the picture. And if you
That,
notice,
for whatever reason, Mersh has a perm in it. I don't know why.
I know, right? That's just a bad Photoshop. And
It looks really. By the way,
can I say something?
Did he make that in MS Paint? Who made that?
It was made in MS Paint, and it was cropped. That was actually like the 19th logo. All they kept doing, it was originally.
Why, dude? Dude, they've been around longer than us, and we've been around a long time, and we're old men in this. But they're. What is he doing?
It looks good.
No, you know what you don't want to upload to your website? Anything that ends with .bmp. That's not a good quality image to be uploading. Sorry, Mersh. Go ahead. I'm upset.
I'm a big fan of the two-tone color print though at the top.
It looks like the font and the coloring, like the dark on the bottom up to light at the top. It looks like one of those like. It looks like an early '90s Nissan Altima that like a Mexican owned. And he's like, I got two-tone. Like,
Yeah, Butt Monkey in the chat room says it looks like a late '90s wrestling form, Sig. That's what it looks like. That's very funny. I know exactly what he's talking about. It doesn't even have to be a wrestling form. Remember back in the day, all the forums let you put signatures, and some people put like really cool pictures at the bottom. and make their own make their own things.
Yeah, no, I think that's. I mean, a lot of people have amateurish logos. I mean, look at the Fifth Circle logo. Look at that terrible job.
Yeah,
that was done. I mean, it's horrible. It's an eyesore.
No, it's pretty good.
Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. No, that belongs on a shirt. I don't know what hate. At least it doesn't say hate Spetch Radio.
Yeah.
So I'll give him that much. Anyway,
so let's get your relationship between David and Heather. Heather is a mid-act at best comic. Dave is a horrible person who's a Satanist and can't grow fingernails.
True. I don't know if God cursed him or what that is.
Something cursed him. I don't know.
With a very small penis.
Yeah, that. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Do you think God cursed him with not being funny?
Oh boy.
Nah. Well. Anyway, you want to, Merce? This is your.
Am I thinking that?
No, you're good. Dutch, you're coming in a little hot. Why don't you jump on Mitch's mic?
I just told him, Mitch.
He's always coming in a little hot,
dude. Okay, that's the thing is that I haven't had a problem ever since I got to Mitch's place, and then all of a sudden we have problems.
Well, that's because you're with Mitch.
So
anyway,
I'm not touching anything, stupid.
Well, this is fun. Hold on.
This
is actually fun. This is a good halftime.
Is this good?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I'm good now.
I hate you, Dutch.
You're good. Okay, go ahead.
I wish he was dead. So
I don't know what's going on either.
So we had a falling out. And I left the show. We don't get along, I guess you could say.
Why not?
I don't know why I just turned into Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
We don't get along,
So you guys were on the same station together. As a matter of fact, your show beefed with our show for a while, with Hippo Juice, right? We had a little animosity.
Yeah, we did. I picked a lot of fights on
we
their
have no
behalf.
clips or any of those old shows up? I want to see what
I would have to look
for
from. But anyway, let's get back to the subject here. He can't grow fingernails, and his wife, I guess, is fat, ugly, has 27 children, 3 grandchildren, and a microphone tattoo on her chest. But the worst part about that is that Dave was insulting Mersh over here for having friends help him get a car, that Fund Me thing, saying, man, I can't believe my old co-host is begging for money. So, Mersh, would you care to take over?
Dave Harris put his mouth on a penis.
Nails and everyone wants cash, so send
Dave
us all
Harris
your fingernails and we'll send
of Hate
you
Speech
some
Radio
cash.
had his mouth on a man's toes and penis.
Why?
And ass.
And by the way,
I'm sure he had a really good reason to put his mouth. Dave Harris put his mouth on another man's naked.
Oh, you want me to explain, Mersh? You want to explain?
I would love for you to give some background on this.
So
because I just feel like
they were doing an O&A. They were doing some sort of gay off. I don't really listen, but
What's
somebody told me
O&A for the lapers?
They were doing some sort of gay off thing, and Dave and Heather go in there because of course they need attention and they can't build their own show. So instead, what they do is
they've been glumming off that show their entire
not even, but that it's made nothing of them. They
it
can't,
really is pathetic.
It's sad, but whatever. So he goes there, and apparently the gay man taking all your clothes, and I don't know. Whoever does the gayest thing will win it. What was it? $1,500.
$1,500.
How many people were in this competition alongside Dave?
I'm not sure, but in the Ustream video, I'm going to post. I can only post certain pictures here because I can't post nudity because it's Ustream. But if you go to the More Like Radio chat, you're going to see some uncensored ones. But here's the first one.
And unlike the other station, we don't want our video server to get shut down.
Would you care to explain this picture, Mersh? I just put it up. That's Dave. His head. That's his head that you see there.
That's I didn't even get. See, now here's the thing. I watched this. I watched this video just long enough to maybe get a little bit of, background on it. I got. Oh God, I'm looking at it now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I don't like the guy. I genuinely don't like. Like, obviously, there's no love lost between us, so that's not. But I still wanted to respect him on some level. Like, I don't want Superman had Lex Luthor. And I thought the bad guy in my broadcasting thing that I would beef with would be a formidable opponent.
Right.
And I fucking watched a guy I worked with and respected for a while. And I was watching this today, and you could ask Royce, he's my witness. I was watching it, and Royce expected to see me all giddy, and I was like, what are you doing? What happened, man? What are you doing? I know he was making fun of me for begging for the money. Do you need money, Dave? We could get you a GoFundMe or something.
Do you
but
need attention that badly? Like,
yeah, what are you doing, man? And
now, what did he
for a plug on a show that's on its way down? And by the way, they didn't even plug him on Twitter. They didn't mention him at all afterwards. It was just
here's the next one that I'm posting. A new one.
I don't want to see it.
It's that one here. It's here, Merce, so you can see it a little better. It's that one.
Oh, see, like bro. You can. All right, listen. For the past several years, it hasn't exactly been all
what
fucking.
the fuck happened to this show? What's up with the gay shit?
No one knows.
I'm sorry, Hirsch.
No, but it's just, like I'm sad, bro. This was a guy I did a show with for almost 2 years. Like I wanted to take joy in this, but this is just fucking. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, I want to yell at him like he's my little brother and go, what are you doing? How desperate are you? It's not... Opie and Anthony's not even a good show anymore. What are you...
I liked your breakdown, Mersh, that you were explaining earlier about that this was no spur-of-the-moment decision to just be wacky or comedic or anything.
Well, that's the whole thing.
You really broke it down. I wish that you would do that for the
All right.
listeners.
Well, that's what had me thinking about it today. I'm like, all right, it's not like he got wasted in a radio studio and they were like, they kept upping the ante and it was a spur of the moment thing and they were like, all right, kiss his penis, we'll give you $1,500. And he was like, like. The dude, like they announced this weeks ago. The guy had to go on SiriusXM.com.
Well, it's a Sirius XM competition, so of course legal, I'm sure, had to have been involved.
Oh, this makes it so much worse.
So listen, bro. So he had to hear about it, drive home, make the effort to go, like, I gotta go to my computer, right? He typed it in, like he had to Google it. He had to Google the words gay off. And then go to SiriusXM's website, read the terms.
This is like a sponsored bit with like who put up money for this.
Yes.
Like they just pull money out
yes,
of their
but they're
pocket.
not our sponsors, so we're not going to say who. But he had to read through this whole contract and then sign it. He had to print it out because you can't just online sign for a competition like this. So he had to print it out and mail it in for them and then make decision to take a day off of work. Like, you got to take a day off work or any 9-to-5 job to go in and nibble on a man's cock for $1,500 taxed.
Tax. That's right. It is taxed.
It's $950.
$1,500 is nothing.
It's $950.
Here's another one. This is him making out with. This is. Here's another one. This is him making out with a guy.
Dude, what are you doing with yourself?
And making out with a guy to me is gayer than kissing a guy's penis. Honestly, I mean that.
You do.
Oh yeah.
I really like Western
doing
Echo's
good.
point of how do you explain to your boss the reason why you're taking the day off?
That's what I mean. I have to go nibble on a guy. I have to go have my face ridden by Troy Kwan.
Hey, Frank.
So I can hopefully win $1,500
Frank,
for some shock jocks.
Can I ask you a favor? I have to do this thing tomorrow. So I'm not going to be able to be at work. Oh, really? What's the thing? You have like a doctor's appointment or something?
Bag.
No, not quite a doctor.
Bag.
I mean, there's Dr. Steve sometimes there, but what I'm going to do is take off my clothes.
I have to go get him. But again, can I just, because I wasn't even finished, after signing all the stuff and mailing it in and getting picked, you had to take that day off, get approved for the day off, take the day off, and go into the city, get up early, wait online, go through security at fucking XM Series. There's a whole lot of points in this where you can stop and go, this is going to get pretty gay. He gets all the way, it goes through the whole deal and still gets all the way up to nibbling on a dick and having his face.
Want to know what
written.
the thing is, though? The way he's going to be looking at it is, dude, nailed it. I stepped up. I'm radio gold. That's the way that he's probably explaining.
Yeah, you know who else? You know who else thinks that? Fucking autistics and retards that go on those shows.
Yes,
people that, you know who he is.
Today. I helped the
He's
Go
another
on.
one of those guys. He's another one of those guys. They come in and make fun of his fucking fingernails and dildos in his ass. You're a fucking punchline, dude. You're crackhead Bob.
But
That's what you
I'm
are.
sure him and stupid fat Heather think that they're like helping the show, that they're friends of the show, and that's what they do.
Yeah, I know. And their namesake, the namesake of the very station they're on, fucking Levy. And yeah, I'm sure they could all play it off like, yeah, we were ribbing each other. We were having a good time, you know. We all break balls. But no, if you go back and listen, Bob Levy fucking gave them a trash. The whole chat room, like, he lost with little contingency he had left. They're gone.
Well, there's not even that. I would assume that they were hoping for some plugs, for some
Nothing.
publicity.
Nothing.
For, a throw out, a handout,
listen,
something.
when you listen,
Is the audio
Oh,
of the
by the
show
way,
up? I mean, I
I
haven't
searched.
listened to
Yeah,
it.
but I don't want to play it on here. I'll send you a link after the show, but I don't want to get fucking sued.
Well, not now. Obviously not now. I just want to hear it.
But fucking.
Here's a new picture, by the way, to continue the narration. I put another. By the way, Dave is the one closest to you with the hand behind his head.
You got a lot of heart for a cocksucker, huh?
That is the one.
Sound like a gay.
But bro, I'm fucking. This is like I talked to.
fags. This isn't your dream? This isn't what you wish that you were doing?
I talked to a friend today on the phone who knows of my relationship with these people, and when we were discussing it, he's like, I could see like why it's sad. I said, I feel like I won. Like, I feel like I'm one of those guys that got a phone call and they're like, we found out 8 guys were doping 12 years ago during the Tour de France. So we're going to give it to you now with no fanfare. Like, it's just, there's no fanfare behind it. It's just sad. You're like, yeah, okay, cool. You just kind of put the trophy in your garage and you're sad about it. Like, it's like winning. It's like getting the runner up.
Yeah, you don't feel like you're winning. You feel like your hero lost.
Yeah, it's like winning a child. It's like your kid winning a beauty pageant or being runner up, but then the other kid dies of leukemia. So now your kid has to tour around all year as the winner, but you're deep down the other kid died of leukemia.
Yeah, Marianne said this is rock bottom. Period. It really is for them.
By the way, can someone post a picture of in the More Like Radio, because I can put this in the Ustream, in the More Like Radio chat room, of his penis, because we have to show how small his
You
penis
got
is.
a lot of heart for a cocksucker.
I mean, and
huh?
I'm not even trying to, like, that's sad. Look at that.
It's pretty bad, dude.
No, it's not pretty bad. It's really bad.
Pretty bad. And the problem is, like, I'm not gonna, because I'm definitely on this station. I'm not above average. We have cousin Joe, but I'm pretty above average. So when you see one that's like really below average, like I could look at an average dick and be like, yeah, I'm still packing better than that guy. But to look at somebody who's really below average, you start to get that like, oh man, I'm sad for you. That's just.
Everything about it is
It's
just
so sad. It's just layers
really
of
is
sad.
Now,
I didn't want it to be this way. I wanted us to be like Batman and Robin, Batman and Joker. I wanted us to fight for years.
Here's the newest.
But then
though.
you fucking Heath Ledgered on me.
Here's the newest one for you to take a look at.
Ah, dude, I'm
It's a
getting
terrible penis.
we're very simple people with very small penis.
Yeah.
It's so fucking, bro. I'm fucking sad for the guy. Like I don't want to. I'm mad, Dave. If you're listening, I don't want to have to fucking be sad for you. I don't even like you. I'm fucking sad for you, bro, and I don't want to be.
And I haven't said a lot, and then I said this to Mersh, we're talking to him today too. It's not even that I don't want to sit. It's easy to bash him. We do it all the time, joking. But when I use, and this is being honest, when I used to bash him, there's certain people that there was some level of respect. He's on radio for a while, and for, there was some level of respect that I had. I bashed the guy, I didn't like him personally, but dude, I've lost that. So now I honestly, and I mean this, feel absolutely horrible. He's supposedly the father of children, right? And you're going to sit as an adult, as a male, you're going to let 2 other men alpha male you for $1,500.
And that was the big
that.
discussion we had.
That's
It's not.
that
There's nothing.
thing.
Who cares if you want to be gay? You go suck a dick for some money. Who
Yeah,
cares?
if you want to do something
But
as a bit for radio,
to
but
get
the fact
fucking
that you're
alpha
the
male
clown
for
of that
an hour.
bit,
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
dude. Fucking.
It's to me it's very difficult to respect, and how anyone that you're gonna work with again ever respect you? How?
You're fucking dude.
How?
It really is. You're fucking clown shoes.
The foresight. I mean, how old are his children?
I don't think he
you know,
has kids.
Well,
kid.
how
I
old
don't
is
think he
when
has
he's
kids.
how old are Heather's kids?
I don't know. She got like 50 of them.
Okay.
I can't fucking seriously. That's like asking what are the ages of all
Old
the
enough to be ashamed of what, like, conscious of what happened and ashamed of it.
I mean, I
to
don't
know that, you know.
I think that her kids have come to learn to just come to live with shame. Like it's not something. That's like you guys going, wow. So Mersh, you're poor. How are you going to deal with that suddenly? Like how does that?
But that's really why I haven't said much because I don't respect him anymore. He now to me it's like making fun of a fucking retard. Like you are.
You know what? Dude?
You know what you've never heard. You know what I've never heard of? Former radio stunt boy Howard Stern gets $500 million. You don't hear that because it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen.
Bro, suck a dick on your own show. But come on, man, this is fucking shameful.
And I'm not talking about little stunts like tasing somebody. That's funny because or doing. But I'm talking about completely. You're never gonna be respected as a human being.
You're now.
And it's not even the. I think that the point is and I'm starting to see why Mersh is so disgusted about this whole thing. It's not even the gay shit. Whatever. I'll make out with Mitch right now if I need to. I don't give a fuck. But the problem is that he did it on that show.
Do you
when
understand?
he's supposed to be respected? He was on Talkers
It's exactly.
Magazine.
It's exactly
That's the thing. He's a stunt dude, and it is looked down upon by another show that it's in his head he thinks he's peers with.
It's exactly what Mersh said. If you're gonna go and you're gonna do something that crazy and that gay, do it for your own show, not for somebody else's.
Getting pushed around.
Do it for your show. Like
and the sound and the fucking sound in their voices when he was there. Like the sarcastic hellos and stuff. Like it was just like in their voices.
really
It was
wanna
like,
hear this.
why are you here doing this again? Like, why? Go do something.
Yeah, there was a sigh. There was like a definite sigh that happened,
He
right?
went, hello, Dave. Like he said it like you would say.
Ew.
Like, yeah, hello.
Guys, like, oh no.
It's like what I would say to you or Mitch sarcastically. Hello, Mitch. Like I wouldn't mean it, but they meant it was like, hello, Dave.
You kind of said that to me before the show. Do you not want me to be on anymore?
Of course I want you to be on. I asked you to be on the show when I started the show, you fuck.
I'm about to put another picture up because
No,
it's
I don't
getting
know if
stale.
I want any more now.
It's
This
getting
is-
stale, and there's a few of them in this position. It's another one.
I don't. It just makes me like fucking. Yeah, it makes me ill, dude. And I don't have a license to ill.
Marianne, understandable. The other is just pathetic and gay. Well, I
Yeah.
think that's probably why he won the gay off, because it was really gay.
No, but it's not even that. It's.
I thought, Dave. I looked up to him. We were part of the same gang, You guys know what that's like. We are an ensemble show, and you fight other shows, and it is what it is. But it's like you just, I don't know, man. You watch him get stripped. It's like watching a biker get stripped of his colors.
And you know what he's saying? Because I know Dave, and you know what he's saying. He's probably saying it's okay, baby. Let him talk. That's just more exposure for us. So I will say, and what Mersh says every time we talk about hate speech radio. Go listen to them.
Yeah, go listen to that.
Don't
fucking
listen to
dog
us.
shit.
Listen to them.
It's Sundays, 2 p.m. Go to vaughnlive.tv/Leisureland. If you can even remember all that.
Whoa. What is a hat that was popular in 2005 have to do with anything?
And I mean, I would say the web address for you again, but I want to have time to squeeze some stories in before the break.
Yeah, seriously.
But yeah, go listen. Sundays, 2 p.m. Hate Speech Radio.
Hate Speech Radio
is utter dog shit. And I'll see you next week.
They were on Talkers. They've been around longer than we have, and we've been around forever. Go listen to that quality. Just listen to anything.
Well, they were
that's on.
famous because they jumped on it before no one else did.
I wish I could.
And they've been the exact same position they've been in.
And they have the exact same equipment that they had.
I can't count how
They
many
hold their microphones.
They hold their microphones.
They
What, you
hold
think exactly?
their microphone.
Oh, I said that in Levy's
They
chat.
hold their fucking microphones.
I went to Levy's chat yesterday and said, hey, do me a favor. Tell Dave to spend some of that $1,500 on mic stands. I'm like, because them holding the mics is a
You can get
fucking...
them for $10.
I'm waiting. Every time you watch Hate
At
Speech
any
Radio,
guitar store.
every time you watch Hate Speech Radio, you're like, when's this fat redhead and this weird guy with a goatee going to start battle rapping? It's fucking embarrassing.
What did you say? Did you say battle rapping?
No, put the...
What?
No.
Spaghetti.
No.
Spaghetti.
No
what?
hoodies. I want a no hoodie
What?
policy.
I'm rabbit. What? Sorry. I apologize.
Hot potato, hot potato.
I hate you.
Hot potato,
I
hot
hate you.
potato.
I hate you.
Anyway,
so thanks for making me sad for you, Dave. I don't like you, but I'm fucking sad for you.
Should we degrade you even further so that you can look up to him once more?
No.
I think what was even sadder is the fact that he tried to call you out for going, hey, listeners, you guys are giving kind. I need a car. You guys want to help me out? And then the fact that he had the balls to call you out on that and go,
yeah, and that's another thing, Dave. You went through all the effort that I already described earlier, right? Which ate up a lot of time and effort. You going all the way to SiriusXM. You kissed a penis and had your ass written. I made a GoFundMe website and then had a sandwich.
By the way,
and I raised enough money to get a car in 6 days.
Read what Punchy wrote. It's exactly what you were saying he's going to do with the money. Punchy says, we all know the $1,500 is going to go to paying paying people to go to bringers, so it looks like Heather has an audience.
And that's basically what did I say? Did I not say that?
No, yeah,
earlier
exactly.
today?
That's what I was saying.
That's his failed business model. He's been following for like 5 years now. Don't worry, I'm gonna keep pumping my money into this shit box, and one day this fucking stock's gonna take off.
Sure will.
Hey, you know what you never hear?
And then I'll be the one laughing.
You know what you never hear?
All the way to the bank.
You know what you ever hear?
Declare bankruptcy.
You know what you ever hear? Famous comedian and grandmother at the Apollo tonight.
Oh boy. You know what you hear that, Heather? My co-host, Royce Lopez, he just called you Phyllis Diller.
Yeah, that's what you are. You're a piece of shit. You're horrible. And by the way, just because you want people to go to your stupid if I get one more Facebook invite to go to one of their shit shows.
Well, you don't want to go.
Still Facebook. I don't think I've ever been Facebook friends with them.
You don't want to you don't go watch comedy at a pizza place on fucking in some fucking off street in Brooklyn.
But
where
it's 2
murder
for
still happens?
Tuesdays, so it's good.
Do you understand? You're on the station with Levy now, and Levy was even complaining about you guys saying, I'm sick of unbanning Mersh because you guys keep banning him.
Yeah, come on. That guy recognizes talent when he sees it.
Yeah.
Come on.
That was very funny.
We kicked him off our station. What does it say about you?
Seriously, why don't you guys start building
We're
bridges?
nobodies.
Maybe why don't you guys start building bridges of love? Maybe I'll help you out with Levy.
Yeah, seriously.
I'll put in a good
We're
word
the
for you.
ones who realized with SiriusXM finally, and every other radio station he's been on realized, like, he's just an unworkable ass.
I'm going on tour in April. Come on, be nice to me, Dave and Heather. I'll be like, hey, you guys should hire these Dave and Heather kids. They're good kids. They're coming up.
The go-getters.
I have a question.
Sure.
How long comedy?
Mersh, you would know better than me.
He's been doing it for like a year and a half, 2 years. She's been doing it for 374 years. Give or take.
74 years.
Give or take.
He only recently started? I didn't know that. I thought they were doing it together, like from the get-go.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, they have a Lazarus pit in their basement that she goes into every couple of years.
A lot of people don't know this. She fucked Van Helsing.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It was actually she went Van Helsing and then Kenny Michaels.
That's when Van Helsing had a thing for older women.
Yes.
I get it because she's old.
That's cool.
Hey, you used to be on the show.
That's cool. Have fun, Dave. Have fun, Dave, with your $1,500 and your wife that 8 people on Cringe had before you did.
$1,500.
$1,500. We make jokes on how much it would. We really it's gonna net to $900. We make jokes. We make jokes about how much would it take for you to suck a dick. But we know his number. No one has to question it, and we know it.
None of our numbers were close to 900 either.
Can I still keep going net and not gross? It's $950.
Yeah,
I'm
you're right.
still deciding it's $950. It's roughly $950.
And that's not counting. By the way, that's not counting getting into the city and paying parking all day.
That's what I mean. I'm saying $950 after state and federal income tax
and tolls.
So you're talking about $800. You're talking about $800.
You're not really factoring in the money he lost not going to his real job.
Well,
too.
and what
About
taking a personal
$100
day?
he wasted on lunch just for his wife.
Do we count personal time? If he took personal time, do we count that as 3/4 of the net worth of the money?
Why not?
Hey,
boom.
Dutch, are you saying when she goes to those dollar slice pizza places, they just shut their shutters?
$500.
They just shut the shutters because she's just feed me and starts shaking it.
Yeah.
She looks like the ultimate warrior.
It's okay, Dave. We already knew you were gay. You're fucking Ryback.
Yeah, seriously.
Punchy in the chat room is surprised to know that Dave has been doing comedy about as long as he has.
Yeah, well, you know what, Punchy? I'm surprised they make a Colin Kaepernick jersey in your size. We're all
Yeah,
throwing
seriously.
surprises around at each other.
Yeah, seriously.
Everybody's shocked.
That was mean. Punchy's been on our side the whole time.
I know. I just want to have some fun.
So,
well, maybe that's a good basis for comparison to see, where Punchy grows in the next 2 to 3 years, no pun intended, and in comparison to where Dave is going.
This fucking asshole's gonna grow.
He's kind of funny.
So we can keep on this. We can move on. It's up to you, Your show.
Keep referencing it all night anyway. Dave sucked the penis. It's going to get referenced on this show ad nauseum for the next 5 years.
Embarrassing.
It is rough.
It's the fact that he's the clown on our show. That's really embarrassing.
It's like you understand, Dave and Heather, that you guys were like a country I wanted to eventually invade and just burn and pillage.
By
and
the
move
way,
on. And then I found out you guys just collapsed internally.
By the way,
there's no fun in that.
You became Zimbabwe with $200?
It's just like, well, what's the point now? Just let him
You're
be.
like, oh no, maybe I should help you.
Just turn around.
Also a personal thing because we always joke around how they supposedly have.
Hey, we like to have fun here on the Fifth Circle, folks. But in all seriousness,
that
if you know the victim of domestic abuse.
Yeah, instead of having a green screen, they got a oak tag, right? Mersh, you were telling me, and stapled it. I was like, well, at first, you make fun of them, but then I looked at how much green screens were online. They're like $20. Why don't you just buy a green screen? And mic stands are $5. Table mic stands are $5. I hope some of those $1,500 goes into getting mic stands.
When life moves as fast as it does in their circles, you don't have time to stop and buy mic stands.
Yeah, but their monitors are the ones that Matthew Broderick used in war games.
Are you saying their computer's the same one?
Every time their computers go on, they say hello, Jacob.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that fucking your computer's the same one Michael J. Fox used in Secret of My Success.
Right. Be careful with your laptop in the.
Oh boy, sorry.
no.
My shit died. I don't know why my shit died. Maybe it's Satan.
Yeah, your shit died, and that's good, but you knocked her camera
I'm
down
so sorry.
and completely knocked my chroma key off.
Well, I apologize, but
It looks really
my
good, actually.
Computer just, sort of.
This is the thing, is that like we actually have these problems. We have multiple camera and chroma key problems, and I'm embarrassed that it took us this long to do it. They're still holding their mics.
Stop wiggling.
It's having an issue, so I apologize, but let it happen.
All right, sorry. Anyway, you were saying? I don't know what the last thing you said. I got off track to fix this.
I don't know. Dave sucked a penis.
Oh, what? You want to see more pictures of him sucking penises?
There's more?
Well, no. There's few. Only I could put. Like I said, there's a lot of them. I could only put a few of them up on Ustream.
That's like a forever thing, man. That's not like
That's not going away.
I could forgive a girl I was dating if she was like, "Listen, I did porn a couple years ago."
Yeah, but Mersh, you're forgetting when life's going a mile a minute, you don't have time to stop and think. Should I kiss this man's dick?
It's true.
You just do it.
No, that's not true because I live my life pretty fast and crazy, but I play it fast and loose. But I've never been like, "Oh, this dick, yay or nay?"
It's just to get you into the game.
Okay.
Well,
I'm sorry. That's my last time.
Yeah,
I'll do
I
that.
know. That's fine, but
I'm not
I
used
can't
to that.
keep fixing it in the middle of the show. I can't.
All right, sorry.
It's
the last
driving
time
me absolutely fucking insane. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize.
It's a new setup. We're not used to it yet.
Yes, new setup that you've already knocked down once.
All right, well, I apologize.
It's right there. It's
I won't
right
touch
there.
it.
It's right there.
We should find a more permanent
Yes,
solution.
I
than
understand
to
that.
a box.
I get that.
Yeah, how about you not put it on a stinking? That's like
It looks like a suitcase.
Yes, it's the mic case. That's the
It
same
is a
mic
mic case. Oh, now Royce is
no,
embarrassed.
I have spent hours in setting this
How about you
screen
spend
up.
2 seconds to find books instead?
Buy my because books look horrible, and fucking to set this up nicely and professional with a green screen with lighting and everything. So fuck all of you, every one of you.
I didn't make fun of it. I was just
No, you did, but you keep knocking it down. So
I
stop
did.
doing
Why
that.
You should probably knock it down again.
God, I almost want to.
You can. I'll leave the show. You'll do the rest of it by yourself, and that's a promise. Like that's not even a joke. That's a promise.
You can't even leave. You're stuck in here.
No, I will leave.
You want to tear through
no,
the
I will push you and
He'll
leave.
He'll tear through the green screen like a fucking defensive end in a college football game. Oh, sorry. Royce is upset.
No, you're right. I have no reason to be upset. It's just crazy Royce being mad. You're right. No reason.
thing's begging to get knocked over.
It is.
Times.
It is. It absolutely is.
Future.
And you're begging to finish the show by yourself.
I'm not saying intentionally. I'm saying that thing is just like, hey, knock me over every chance you get.
No, it's not. It's not.
A mouse could walk by and
now
fart and knock that thing over.
Now you know where it is. Now you know where it is. You haven't knocked your beer over because you're aware of where it is. So just be aware of where the camera is, and it won't happen. It's really simple.
If I put it
I
right
wish you'd
behind
be
my
aware of
laptop,
something that's a little more stable
You're
than that.
if I put it
Like,
right
one of
behind
those
my
things,
laptop, I'm sure I'd knock it over.
Center of gravity.
50 times.
Dude, I understand and I get it, and I'm really trying to just go with it, but I am so frustrated because of all the fucking time I spent with this that I really am getting pissed. Setting all this green screen up ship
so mad right now!
by myself, very frustrated. So, whatever. So go ahead, Mersh. Fifth Circle. What do you want to talk about?
I don't have
It's your show. It's not mine.
Oh.
So.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Let's go.
You see what you did?
I didn't do anything.
Do you see what
I
you
accidentally
did?
knocked something over twice. And
Twice.
It turned
Twice.
into a big thing. Okay. Accident. Regardless.
Twice.
Regardless. It's no reason
right,
for anybody on this professional radio show to take their ball and go home, so to speak.
I'm not taking
In
my ball
terms-
and going home
We
again. I
are
said if
already
you knock the
home.
camera down again, if you take knock the camera, I will take my ball and go home.
But
What ball do you have?
I don't have any ball. But
when
I
you
did.
get
I'll
when
get
you
you a
when you
ball.
get to so what do you got? What do you got? Come on, let's go.
I'm just asking.
That's the passive aggressive. So what do you got, funny guy? What are you bringing to the table?
No, it's not
What are you
passive
doing now?
aggressive.
Hey, what's next on the docket, radio guy? That's what he's. Sorry, that's my fault because
Hey, what's
my
up
thing
next?
died. It was my computer because it died out earlier, and that's why I was checking around. It's coming back on. But
Well,
that is
there you
but
go,
it-
funny guy.
But that was.
You're gonna close with that Windows sound.
But I did get a laugh because everybody kind of knows that that's kind of the whole. Hey, what are you gonna do now? Hey, what's next?
But I
on the
wasn't
docket,
trying to be
guy?
passive aggressive. I was trying to be aggressive.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, I was trying to be a dick.
Oh, okay.
But we're all friends here. This is Valentine's Day. You're supposed to show love.
You're right. We are. Whatever. I'm over it.
Some people show love by kissing another man's dick. Other people show
right.
love in other ways.
You're right.
To each his own.
Some people show love by yelling at their co-host, even though guys in Minnesota made fun of his camera setup. A lot of things happen sometimes.
Things
that
are happening
weird.
too fast. I,
did
have
make
a hard
fun
time.
of it. It's hard to keep up in this $1 million world.
You know what's funny with Mersh is that he selectively picks out that he didn't say, wow, it would be kind of funny if I knocked it down again. He plays innocent guy like, oh, man.
Actually, I think I said it first.
Picking
and he
on
was
me.
merely agreeing with
Picking
me.
on me. So it's like, dude, don't even pretend like, sorry.
Don't
but
dispute Royce while he's mad.
I get that I'm crazy. I understand that and angry. But also, let's not pretend like Mersh isn't a professional instigator.
Don't
and
forget
B,
hard to let things go.
And B,
But it's all just me, though. Stop instigating, Marie, because I'll get blamed for it. Because apparently,
I never get
Mitch and
blamed
Dutch
for
making
anything.
fun of your fucking camera setup that keeps falling is frustrating you enough to
because you're
disagree.
the one knocking
and
it
now,
down.
And now her poking you is frustrating you enough to keep blaming me.
Right.
because you knocked
Let
it
the
down.
record state I haven't said anything one way or the other, and I am.
You're a liar, Dutch, you motherfucker. You're part of it.
But it's all. No,
I'm not a
it's-
moron.
It's all me. It's
We're all on
always
your
me.
side.
All right,
And
we're
it's
making the
always
chat
me,
room
though.
upset that
It's always me.
we're bickering.
Just like no, because I'm fucking tired of. I'm always getting blamed for being the instigator. You fucking assholes don't like each other either. So stop acting like I'm this guy pulling the strings in the
I
background.
like everybody.
You guys fight with each other sometimes and act like, oh, Mersh is the instigator.
Joel, do you
Dutch
not like
calls
me?
me an instigator. You're saying I'm instigating right now. They gave you shit about the camera. She's fucking around joking about the knocking the thing over, and you're giving me shit. Like you're
I don't.
Hang on.
Don't disagree with Mersh.
You're
Don't
not
disagree with
focusing on
Mersh
what
when he's
they're doing.
angry.
They're only
Don't.
focusing. You're only focusing on what I'm doing, not on what she's doing, what they do. It's always me.
Well, let's be fair. Let's break it down. Let's break it down.
Always me.
Let's break it down. Let's break it down in a non-angry fighting way, so you can understand. And I'll explain in a very logical way why my anger was venting more towards you, towards them. Yes, they were poking me. Absolutely, you're right. But in my mind, you're the one that knocked the camera down twice. So my anger was already focused on you for that happening. I will be honest with you. If Marie would have knocked the camera down twice and you would have been poking me and instigating,
Okay.
I probably would have still gone
Can
after
I,
her.
Can I, regardless of the fact that it was twice and it was idiotic to knock it down not once but twice, once you get to, all right, it's so idiotic to knock that down twice, the second most idiotic thing in the chain of events was setting up a narrow, tall camera right behind a laptop that flaps open and shut. That's the second most dumbest thing on that list of things. So don't fucking yell at me like this is my fault. This is all new to me. So I'm getting used to it.
Yes, I understand you're a newborn fawn, but you saw me set that up. You saw me set it up.
I get it.
You're
but
a
do you
human
understand?
being.
Do you understand?
If my dog knocked it over, I'd be like, she's
I
not used to
understand
the
that.
camera
If
being
you
there.
if you set a dog gate up right
Right.
now in the garage door, how many times would you knock into it, not forgetting that you'd set that up that day? A couple of times before you got
but
used
not
to it being there.
consecutively.
Okay.
That you're right.
Well, it
I
happens.
will agree with you. You're right. Just like I've stubbed my toe on the same corner of my bed before, but I've never stubbed it, and 5 seconds later,
But regardless,
stubbed it.
But still, that justifies it. This is still a good place for this.
It is. It is for right
You
now.
guys let our caller talk.
Yeah,
for
sure.
The love of
Hi,
Christ.
caller. Who's this?
He could have clipped it
Hold
on my actual laptop.
I did.
He could have clipped it right here.
Actually, I did.
Royce, I'm sorry.
Actually, I did, Mersh, but I moved it because the little black thing that goes down would cover your screen. So that's why I moved it. You could put it there if you want. I don't care. But I did it because I knew. Okay, cool. But put it there right now. I want you to put it there and leave it there the rest of the show and tell me it's not going to bother you. If you're honest with me, put it how you would put it. Go ahead.
As
I'll
long
let you do
as
it.
it gets you to not yell.
No, I'm not going to mess with it because
No,
that's
you
going
can
to
mess with it. Go
mess
ahead.
up the chroma key. And I don't
Feel
want
like
everybody-
daddy, you're fighting.
No, it's fine. The chroma key won't be messed up. Put it there. Go ahead.
You're upsetting Joe.
No, you want to put it there because you know it's going to be in the way. I'll put it there.
And Punchy.
Hi, Joe.
Oh, hi,
Punchy.
Joe. Or Punchy. whatever's on.
Yeah, we're upset.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was gonna. I don't want to fiddle with the camera because it'll be reason.
Don't we have
9,000
other parties to make fun of?
Oh, well, we're gonna make fun of this. A man, dude, a grown man sucked another man's penis for fucking $900.
Listen, you
Kissed,
gotta
whatever.
understand. You gotta understand. We're fighting now. One after the show's over, we're gonna be fine. It's not a big deal. I'm actually already over it. And
I don't want to play with the camera because I don't want it to be reason 9,000 for everybody to be mad at Mersh on this fucking station.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Oh my god.
You know, and it's not
Here
just
we
you
go.
guys either. It's everybody. Everybody on the station. Oh, Mersh is so mean. All right, fine, I'm mean.
I've never said Mersh is mean.
You're mean?
I've never said that. When have I ever
I'm not,
said you're
but
mean?
now I'm combining everybody that whines on this station. Be it me
Hi,
knocking
Marie.
things over.
Hi,
I'm always
Joe.
in the way. I'm an instigator.
Hi.
I'm mean. It's always fucking something. Hi, Joe.
I'm talking to Marie.
Hi, Joe.
Hi.
You had 3 hours to talk.
Joe's my Valentine.
You have
Just had a show.
You have fucking
Yeah,
9
why are you
hours
jump-
on this station. You do fucking
Yeah,
Brain
why are you
Stew
jumping in on
and
this?
Cousin Joe and Hooter and Greenway. Do you need more time?
Did anybody ask you to call in, by the way?
You're a douchebag, Dutch.
I'm asking a question.
Yes.
Okay.
You done?
Who asked you to call in? It wasn't me. Was it you, Mersh? Did you ask Joe to call in?
I didn't ask him to call in.
Marie?
I assumed it was you.
Marie, was it you?
I didn't.
All right, guys, have a good show. Keep fighting. Fuck all.
Joe!
What happens? We're having fun with Joe.
Get Joe back on. Joe!
Oh, he's still there because I can hear Punchy giggling in the background.
Joe, come on, Joe. We're fine now, actually. Back to Dave.
I like how
I
Joe
actually-
just kind of walked in like, "Hey, is everything all right over here, guys?" Do you
And
already
they
know
got the
everything?
shit turned on me. Good.
Step
now I'm
in,
gonna
Start yelling. I'm talking Marie when Mersh was like, letting out his frustration. The fact
Dutch, go fuck yourself. Are you really?
Fight
That's
number
it.
2.
You just jumped in for no reason. So
For no reason. Yeah, no, because you were doing so good there.
yeah, I was allowing
enjoyed
good
that.
radio to happen and not interjecting, thinking I need to be the most entertaining one when I realize good entertainment's happening. Hang up already, fat face.
Yeah, Joe, because Dutch is used to doing that the rest of the time.
Okay, you got it.
And sometimes Joe wonders why he gets hate mail.
I know, really.
All right, I'm gonna hang up and let Dutch
That's why.
fuck over everyone else for the rest of the show. Have a good night.
Oh, it does happen a lot.
Oh!
Tempers are flaring.
He cut out. What did he say? I honestly, it cut out. Mitch, you'll test that. What did he say?
He's making up these crazy things about how you talk over people, and I'm like, whoa, where'd you get that from? You're crazy.
Nuh-uh. You said no. Yeah, he does do that a lot. That's what you said. You're
No,
lying.
he said it broke up, and that's no. You've obviously had problems too with your headphones.
Now you swing for the fences, man. What's wrong?
No, he really was the one who said that. Let's not bring that up. Like I just brought that up. He
What?
did say that.
Oh yeah, he did. No, it was Joe.
Oh,
Joe,
whatever.
you didn't hear Joe said, "I'm gonna hang up and let Dutch keep talking over you guys like he always does."
I'm not joking. It really did break up. So
I know. I'm just letting you know what he said. I get that we broke up.
It broke up like you and your girlfriend are going after she doesn't get that bear.
See, now I'm not mad at Mersh anymore because that's very, very funny.
Oh, I sent it. But she hasn't texted me saying that she got it yet. So.
Hey,
Yeah, you know why she's not? Because it's hard to see a bear when she has a black dick in her mouth.
Hey, oh Jesus Christ!
Wow.
Wow.
Woo!
I'm going to go the other way and say maybe she didn't text him because she's smothered by a 4.5-foot bear.
The bear's a black guy.
Dutch, I'm kidding. Is Dutch mad at me? Is Dutch mad at me?
I'm very upset. Yes.
Is she hanging out with Ahmed Johnson?
Hey, by the way, you know how you know two crazy kids are in love when they only text message each other on Valentine's Day? So you know those two kids are just full of passion. Hearts are just warm.
Yeah, it's over.
Oh, what have you done? Mersh, what have you done? Don't say it's over, Joel. Fight for her. She's a wonderful woman.
Oh, no, what did you do? I don't know what I always do, shed light on things.
Yeah, you
Tell
did.
the
I don't
truth.
wanna do it
People money on dinners that are just awkward.
Now we're all sad again.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, boy.
Anyway.
We'll bring everybody down before the break.
That's
no good.
Well, coming up after the break.
Well, no, we have a new segment.
Uh-oh.
And just like every other segment we do, we're going to say, this is the weekly blah, 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 and then we're probably never going to do it again.
That's
To
not
be
something
completely
we
honest.
do.
We do not have a whole lot of
This is the-
stick-to-itiveness on the fifth
Five
circle.
things and
This
it
is the
fizzled
eight-
out.
I can
This
name
is-
5 things we did in the last episode. That we
This
didn't
is
do
the
week.
ADD segment of the week. How about that? That way
All
it
right.
encompasses. That way we can always do that.
I have not one.
Brought to you by RivoSig, RIVOSIG.com. Put promo code MORE10 in the promotional box, and you're going to get 10% off on all your electronic e-cigs needs. They go up to 8 milligrams of nicotine. So go do it now. RivoSig.com.
Yeah,
Yes.
RivoSig.com. Occasionally, they return your fucking text messages. All right, we have
funny.
three Florida stories.
Count them, 3.
Oh my god.
But guess what, guys? We just live in this fast-paced.
Why do you turn into Steve Brule again?
I don't know why.
Guess
but we live
what?
in this fast-paced, topsy-turvy world, so we can only do one story. So we're gonna let you guys pick this story.
Okay.
And all you dummies in the chat room have time to type out your favorite.
Hey, dum-dums.
Here are the 3 stories. Story number 1 is man shows his balls to avoid jail time.
Okay.
Florida story, of course.
Okay.
Another Florida story. Florida man faces charges using enemas and returning them to pharmacies.
Okay.
Okay, that's not good. And then the third one is Florida man arrested for masturbating while driving with a toy gun in his ass. So
Okay, so you have
there's 3.
Those
that
are
you
the
can-
3 you get to
So
vote
it's
for in the chat.
Showing his balls to avoid jail time, returning used enemas to pharmacies and going to jail, or driving around with a toy gun.
And
in
if
your
you're
ass.
listening on TuneIn, send it to @HippoJuiceFilm or @Mersh. What story you want to hear on
or
Twitter?
just do it in the chat room like something we actually check.
Yeah, bro. All right, guys. Going to break, coming back. 5th circle. Hit it, Marie.
Whatever.
Irma Gerd. I just ordered my Irma Gerd Kerfer t-shirt in the mail. I ordered it online from tinyurl.com/MLRTs. The URL's tiny because us MLR listeners are too busy for full URLs. The cool thing about the site is there's a new design every day, and it lasts only one day. Now you never have to worry about wearing the same thing as someone else. The odds are too good that you'll look like a dope, unique hipster instead of a played-out noob. Designs are submitted by artists and illustrators, and the styles range from TV and movie references to video games, classic cartoons, comics, and more. It's pretty simple. There's one new super limited edition tee every 24 hours for only $10. And how's the quality of the shirts, you ask? Amazing! They fit great, they don't make you feel like you're wearing a burlap sack or fiberglass. Just go to tinyurl.com/MLRTs. That's tinyurl.com/MLRTEES and order your t-shirt today.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to the No Name Show. My name is King.
I'm Slashly. Fuck
your face.
Oh, I was trying to get this person to see my penis.
I want my asshole numbed if you're gonna be shoving some huge thing in it. Like.
Oh, what was I told her I beat her 3 times in Woods and Friends. I think that means I get to see your boobs.
If you wouldn't suck your own dick, why would you want?
Okay, let me phrase that. No, I'm surprised that there are any girls who actually do want to suck my dick.
The No Name Show, Mondays 5 p.m. only on morelikeradio.com.
First, there was Hippo Juice. Then Ham Radio.
Lust in Love. Daytime Divas.
And Live from the Morgue.
And now,
The Sully Show! Hey! Join me, Sully, JT,
Danielle, and Greg.
every Sunday, noon to 2 on morelikeradio.com.
Not only did they sign us, they put us out in public.
We at the FCC feel that democracy is all about protecting the rights of the ordinary citizen. Unregulated radio would result in programming of the lowest common denominator, the rule of the mob.
Just what can you expect from the Hooter and Greenway show?
Call up if you want drugs.
I'm representing the National Pedophile Organization.
In the pants boner for Big T.
I think I'll come over there and disappoint you handily.
High sex drive, low amount of movement.
What would be wrong with putting a bunch of cocks together in the name of peace?
You'd think he was a sailor.
Give me something to go home and whack it to, and it will be fine.
Me, it'll be garbage.
I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna fucking fuck my girlfriend.
Here comes the niggas.
I'm a faggot.
Oh, what's the right way to look at rape, Greenway? Enlighten me.
I want professionalism.
I mean, I'm looking for some fucking greatness. I'm ready when you are.
Goodbye, sponsors.
The Hooter and Greenway show, Wednesday nights live from 9 to 11 p.m. on morelikeradio.com.
The Cousin Joe Show.
I was hanging out with this girl I met, but I couldn't fuck her because her pussy was sore from some kind of surgery.
What?
Yeah.
What?
But
Her pussy was sore because of the surgery, or she had surgery on her pussy?
Apparently she had stitches or something. If I fucked her, it would have broken off. But I don't know, something like that. Don't spit it out. Don't spit. So I ate her out.
I just looked at your fucking monstrous penis and was like, I can't
know.
have that thing in here. That's impossible.
I don't know, but she also had a hairy asshole because I ate that too. Why wouldn't I?
She had a hairy asshole?
German girl, yeah. Hair all over her puss and ass.
Oh my god.
Wispy hairs all over her asshole, all around.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh! Wispy?
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Like unpubic like.
You know, like those, you know the mustaches that curl up, like the Luden's cough drop package? Yeah, like that.
Like they were really wispy. They
Oh,
weren't
yeah.
like curly Curie. They were actually like,
No,
if
they
you
were just
blew
like-
on them, they would ruffle.
Yeah, yeah.
They would
Yeah.
That's fucking gross. Why did you like?
It was like crabgrass blowing in the wind.
Why did you?
It was really bad.
Why did you
So-
twirl them up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, make
I didn't have time to play with her asshole hair. I just got it over with.
She might have liked it.
Tune in to the Cousin Joe Show live Thursday night 7 to 10 on More Like Radio.
If you weren't able to catch the last Hippo Juice show, here's what you probably missed.
You hear me, Sam, doing it?
The garden because we go to Puerto Rico, we got medical emergency in the mountains, but we don't need the sulfur lighter.
Tootsie roll, tootsie roll, tootsie rock, tootsie roll. How the song goes. Roll.
Listen to the Hippo Juice show live every Wednesday night, 7 to 9 p.m. on morelikeradio.com.
Radio you have to atone for. morelikeradio.com. Professional radio without the rules.
You don't need to be rude, all right? See, Marky Mark's look, very tight butthole. But your look is the loosest butthole I've ever seen. You come here in pink.
What did you
could
say?
be nice.
He's talking about buttholes.
No, I
Pervert. Come with me, Amy.
You're using butthole out of context. You're talking about buttholes making everyone feel weird. Just a man trying to win a contest.
Dude, come on. You're a grown man. You can't say things like that.
Oh, this is ridiculous, okay? I'm not saying that she has a loose butthole. I'm saying that she is loose butthole. You're being so loose of a butthole. Is English not your first language?
Marky got with Sharon, and Sharon got Cherie.
And back with the second hour live with the Fifth Circle radio program.
Well, wow, that was
on morelikeradio.com.
That was
a station,
very energetic.
A station, by the way, which none that I know of our radio personalities have ever gone on Sirius XM to get bullied and alpha mailed into doing gay shit. $1,500.
Well, not for money.
Not for money.
Also, Dave, I own part of this station. Oh, what kind of deal you got going on with Levy? I'm sure it's not as sweet as my gig. So there's
All
that.
right. Well, let's play some fun stories. Mark.
I
What do
don't
you say?
I don't like fun stories. I don't like fun.
What about semi-serious stories?
Okay, you
I don't
got
like
it.
fun.
They
I
may be
don't
known
like
as the
stories.
faceless killers of modern warfare, but it seems the U.S. military wants them firmly in the spotlight. Defense Secretary Leon Panetta has announced the creation of the so-called Distinguished Warfare Medal, which will be handed out to joystick-wielding drone pilots who wage war from the battles far from the front line.
Sounds fair. So they have achievements that they unlock?
Right. These are the drone pilots. It gets better. Let's play a little more.
I think if you get 5 kills in a row, a suitcase drops.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then you could get like radar and stuff.
Right. And like a little RV car with a bomb on it. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I played that game.
Yeah. Let's play.
Program here, RT's Irina Galushko explained to me exactly what it takes to get the brand new award.
So you sit in a chair, you have a joystick, and you point, click, and then get an award. Essentially, that's all it takes to get a medal, which is supposed to rank higher than the bronze medal.
It ranks
The Bronze
higher
Star, yeah.
than the Bronze Star.
Why are they downplaying this? Like, it's an important part of warfare. The news is like, this is ridiculous.
Well, first off, this is the national news, so they're obviously always a little biased towards the U.S.
Keep in mind, Dutch, that if you were pinned down by gunfire and I was already far away, safely away from you, if I ran back into the line of danger to get you and run back into safety, I would get a Bronze Star.
Yep.
Maybe.
A guy who clicked a button and blows somebody up from a ship 10,000 miles away gets a medal better than mine.
Many times they're not even in a ship. Many times they're sitting in an office in Pasadena.
They're in Tempe, Arizona.
Yeah, they're not. They're not even on a ship. They're in an office complex next to a Wendy's, killing children.
Yeah, dude, get the chicken bacon ranch when you're there. I gotta.
Which is, given out to people who actually perform combat duty. But according to the Pentagon criteria, and I'm going to cite it here, it will be recognizing a single act that directly affects a combat operation, does not involve an act of valor, and warrants an award higher than the bronze medal.
So
why is the chick from Hot Shots doing this news report?
No one knows.
I'm going to say, what accent is that?
Russian.
To the front line and risk the extreme bloody violence there, you can just sit in your recliner with a joystick and maybe a cappuccino, for example.
Okay, so wait, hold on. Now he's turning me against him, though. Oh, you sit in your recliner with a joystick and a cappuccino. Okay, they're not sitting in a recliner with a joystick and a cappuccino.
No,
I know.
sitting-
What if you spilled a hot
uses
drink on your penis
Yeah.
because you're laying back?
They're sitting in an ergonomic
regular
chair.
office chair with a regular office coffee.
Maybe
That's
they have
right.
one of those walker desks.
Shooting
like
an
as a
office
treadmill,
missile.
which you're standing.
Yeah.
Oh,
to keep it in shape.
Just wage war from about 8,000 miles
They
away.
got time cards to fill out and shit.
So perhaps there's a basic knowledge of the territory somewhere in the border between Afghanistan and Pakistan that's involved. But let's compare it just sitting at a base to doing something like something that was done by Sergeant William Stacy in 2011. He received a bronze medal, a bronze star, which is
Now listen what this guy had to do to get a Bronze Star.
is considered to rank below this medal that we're talking about. Now, what he did was receiving.
Why is she so out of breath?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to say her breath's in or louder.
From all that fucking. Sorry.
Fire along with his squad from 10 or 12 enemy fighters from 5 separate fighting positions. Though outnumbered, Stacy and his squad held back numerous flanking attempts amidst accurate enemy grenades and large caliber fire. He was hailed for unquestionably saving the lives of his Marines. This is a citation.
Unquestionably saving the lives of his Marines. Now, to get this thing that's higher than a Bronze Star, all you got to do is sit down
And zoom,
and a boom, boom, and let the boys be boys.
From his award citation, and he actually died in combat in.
Do you understand people? Like,
I
put that into
understand people.
perspective. I'm gonna punch you in the face.
I think she works with people.
Do you people understand?
I have people skills.
Whoa, what do you mean by you people?
Do you people understand?
She understands black people.
That this person died to get a Bronze Star.
Yes.
This person went all the way behind enemy lines, and that was an Owen Wilson movie. That thing was fucking horrible to sit through that.
I'd rather have the cappuccino job. That sounds better.
I'm confused.
And you get a recliner, which is pretty tight.
I'm pretty sure Gene Hackman was in that too.
He was. He
Okay.
was. That's the one where he tries to blow up California and he buys beachfront property in Nevada.
That's right. He based his whole supervillainry on a Bill Hicks album.
It's good. A little bit more here.
January of 2011. So again, this man apparently did a lot less than what a person sitting at an army base.
What a
pointing-
person was sitting at the army with a
Yeah.
with a recliner, just shooting with a joystick. I'm so tired of these Carly Americans.
Okay, so this is a British news station discussing what Americans do with
This is
their,
a Russian news.
Well, it's
No.
RT Russia Today.
This is Russia Today. This
But
is
it's a national.
This is
or,
a national.
Okay,
thing.
so the first guy who's speaking sounded British.
He is British,
Well, it's
but
it's an international news
Of
station.
course, Americans waste their time building drones that kill people. We have built a drone that gives lap dances.
This coming in from Western Echo, fuck America.
Of course, our lap dances droid is also very plain, so we like him.
A mouse and clicking on a territory somewhere in the Middle East is
So
going to
you talk about silver stars, bronze stars, which, as you say, have now been outranked. The men awarded with those, they must have been praised for some very heroic deeds. Is that this colonel that you're talking about here?
Yes, well, the sergeant that is in question was actually doing something on the ground.
Right,
Now, we're
right,
talking
right.
about drone strikes. We're talking about a very...
This medal will be higher than the Bronze Star. Last person to win Bronze Star raped many people to win Bronze Star.
raped many.
He killed many Iraqi children. to
No,
get
that's how
Bronze
you get a
Star.
Russian Bronze Star. It's a little different. She doesn't understand the U.S. Military system.
Very questionable.
Yeah.
I have a question. What's the name of this medal again?
It's called the Achievement Unlocked.
It's an Xbox. You get 10G, whatever it is.
It's the Distinguished Warfare Medal.
Okay, that's just that if someone walks around with a Bronze Star, everybody's like, oh, that fucker's badass. Nobody knows what the fuck this medal is. So
Okay,
who cares if
Mitch.
it's a
And I've
rank
also
medal?
heard that in addition to this medal outranking the Bronze Star, they're also going to allow drone operators to prestige faster.
They are.
Than most people.
They get
And
double
that's-
XP on Sundays. Mitch,
But only if they have a
Scout and Tenderfoot.
only if they have a Mountain Dew cap
Mitch, you were in the military. Do you know anyone that got a Bronze Star?
and a wrapper from a Doritos Loco Taco.
I know a couple guys that got one that deserved them. A lot of times they will give them out to just officers or whatever. But I do know some infantry or some enlisted dudes that got them because they deserved them.
Did you get any medals while you were serving?
I got some. I don't remember which ones.
Did
know
you
what it
give?
is, stupid.
Did you give Private Heil code red? That was on late the other night.
That was very funny. So
Was
moving.
Kiefer
No, I
Sutherland?
mean I know like the enlisted dudes never really gave a shit about medals,
Right.
Because that was always more of almost like a masturbatory thing. Like, oh, you did so good. Here's a medal.
Well, what did you
But
get? Come on, what did you get?
I think the highest thing I got was an ARCOM, Army Commendation.
What is that?
Exactly.
No, what does that mean? I'm asking for real.
No, that's what it means. I went to Iraq, therefore I got an ARCOM.
Oh, good. Congratulations, Arcom. Whatever the
Yeah.
fuck that means. You sound like a new robot in the new trilogy of Star Wars they're gonna make.
It's like
Well,
it's
no,
like
you,
getting
you
a.
don't understand. Everything has to be a fuck. Never mind.
Good.
There's like
An acronym.
every
That's it.
every branch has like
Shut up! Don't look at me.
dude, but every branch has like those worthless ribbons that they give out just for being in the army. Like Marines have the combat action ribbon, and
Right.
anybody that goes to Iraq or Afghanistan gets one. And it's just like you could be in communications and be on a ship that's like out in the Red Sea.
Yeah.
That just
You
transport.
I think you get 3 ribbons just for joining the army.
It's true.
But
That's not bad. That's a good deal.
It's a
Three?
Well,
shit like
yeah.
merit
Well, I
badges.
mean, one of them is like, one of them is a ribbon for joining the army. One of them is for joining the army during wartime, and then one of them is I can't remember the other one though.
Keeping it real.
Wait, so the people that go the extra mile and actually sign up for our armed services during peacetime, they get fucked in the deal?
Yes.
Pussies.
Yeah, they don't
up.
get the rainbow colored ribbon.
Ew.
It
I don't want it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They say the SEAL who killed bin Laden says the military abandoned him.
For news,
and by the way, this guy's voice, I'm warning you right now,
Is awesome.
is amazing. And the reason, and by the way, the reason we play these news stories
voice
is
sounded amazing.
we're trying to stay within FCC and regulations and all that crap in terms of YouTube violations and shit for the video. So, but this guy wants to be the Dateline dude. What's his face? What's the Dateline guy?
John Stewart.
Chris Hansen?
Chris Hansen. Watch.
For Newsy, I'm Zach Toombs, the man who claims he shot
my
and
God.
killed Osama bin
Already.
Have a seat.
What's his name?
Here, I get back. Oh, you want me to start it again? Sure.
For Newsy, I'm Zach Toombs, the man who claims he shot and killed Osama bin Laden is finally telling his story.
Hang on 1 second while I blow my nose. Why does he sound like Howard Cosell?
He has a sinus infection.
Says here that you were going to bring cookies and beer.
And now, an exclusive interview with the guy who killed that sand nigger Osama bin Laden. Jesus, what?
Wow, this Zach guy is edgy.
Yeah, man,
He's edgy, yeah.
pushing the envelope a little bit.
This is Zach Toombs with two O's, ladies and gentlemen. Because I'm going to find Zach,
no.
Z-A-C-H Toombs, T-O-O-M-B-S' Twitter for me,
Is
please.
Zach Toombs related to
Says
fucking
here he used to
Roddy
work for
Piper?
Hollywood Scoop.
No, not Hollywood Scoop.
Not Hollywood Scoop.
Scoop.
I hate Hollywood Scoop.
Okay, let's try to get through the story, guys, like broadcasters.
Come on, guys. I'm Zach Toombs.
killed Osama bin Laden is finally telling his story. The retired Navy SEAL is speaking out on what happened that
Shockingly,
night
his
and his life
story is
since.
filmed with a lot of gay sex and
Okay, Mitch, you posted Zach Toombs'
That's
Twitter?
his Twitter. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, no.
1 second. He has a whopping
Zach.
655
Oh,
followers.
boy, well, he's about to get some more.
657 right here, buddy.
657 in the house.
Can somebody tell at Zach Toombs, Z-A-C-H-T-O-O-M-B-S, that we're talking about him and his beautiful voice on More Like Radio right
He needs
now?
to call in right now. Give him
Yes,
the number.
give him the number. So let's play Toombs while we send him some messages. What, Mersh? You want to go a little back? No problem.
Telling his story. The retired Navy SEAL is speaking out on what happened that night and his life since, even alleging the military has abandoned him. The former SEAL, referred to as Shooter, revealed
It's
his
not
story.
abandonment. You get discharged. They don't hang out with you afterwards.
they do. They high-five you.
It's like any
You
other
fucking
job.
chill,
It's
bro.
like any other job. You're like, I don't want to do this job anymore. And they're like, cool, well, thank you for your service. Have a nice life.
He really is doing an impression of Tom Brokaw. Like
Yeah.
he thinks that's the way you deliver, even though Tom Brokaw, like that's just
A member of
Thinks that's how you do
America's greatest generation.
All right, let's play a little bit more. But here Zach Toombs calls in. I just want to talk to him about it. I want to get some tips about broadcasting.
Speaking out on what happened that night and his life since, even alleging the military has abandoned him. The former SEAL, referred to as Shooter, revealed his story over several months to Esquire's Phil Bronstein. He discusses the hardships he and his family faced after the high-profile killing and the retiring from the military. In an interview with
still no
NBC's
word
Brian
on if
Williams,
Tom Brokaw's corpse is available for me to fuck its mouth.
Butt Monkey in the chat room says, I'm Zach Toombs, and my testicles have somehow ended up in my nasal cavity. It's very funny, Butt Monkey.
Phil
When
Bronstein
somebody
said
punches
since
me in the nose, it hurts twice as hard.
retiring, Shooter has lived in fear. He's reportedly concerned the mission made him a direct target for al-Qaeda members seeking retaliation. He has trained his wife on how to react if intruders enter their home and how to hide their children. Despite extra precautions, Shooter admits he feels abandoned by the Navy.
What they offered him when he came out was a form of witness protection, and you have to break all contact with your extended family. It's like a mafia snitch.
The Washington Post reports Shooter lost his insurance and his family's insurance the night he retired. According to a military protocol, a veteran loses health benefits if they retire before serving a total of 20 years, even if he or she successfally completed one of the highest profile.
Pause that.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure he has all that stuff, but he has to go unnamed. He's under the radar. He has to go to witness.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to go and win his protection, Dutch, he says, because he would have to cut ties with...
Because the entire Islamic world is trying to kill him.
But he says he doesn't want to go in witness protection because he says that it would tear his family apart.
Who's gonna tear us apart?
Lisa.
Tear me apart, Lisa.
You're tearing me apart, U.S. government.
I'm just surprised Alex
I'm
Jones.
fed up with this world.
And Jesse Ventura should be really,
hi,
really.
Mark.
Jesse Ventura should be really pissed that this shooter guy's getting the bum rap.
Protocol, a veteran loses health benefits if they retire before serving a total of 20 years, even if he or she successfully completed one of the highest profile killings in history. Shooter was just 4 years shy. In response to his allegations, the Navy issued this statement saying, "We take seriously the safety and security of our people, as well as our responsibility to assist sailors making the transition to civilian life." Without
First off,
this guy could make anything boring.
Yeah.
First of all, oh
yeah, but why didn't he just stay the extra time? I don't get it. I mean,
Yeah, actually, Mitch, like you've served, obviously.
Yeah.
What's your take on this whole thing?
Usually, well, I don't know about this dude. He's a SEAL, so he's doing a lot harder shit than anyone else. But usually, it's like once you hit that 10-year mark, you're like, oh, whatever, I'm halfway there. I might as well just stick it, and do the other 10.
Right.
Like a landing,
Yeah. What's that?
like a landing.
Yeah.
Like in gymnastics.
Right. Stick it. Because
Stick
if
it real good.
you bend your knees a little bit, you don't get as many
Right,
points.
yeah.
So.
And if you take like a step forward,
Right.
They have to pause.
The
for a little
Asians
bit
really
when you first hit it.
snub their nose at you.
Yeah.
I like this analogy. I can follow along.
I saw the Olympics.
So yeah, this Zach Toombs guy is just a tool. I'm sorry, I'm going through his Twitter while you guys were talking, and he is just
He's on top of it, right?
Yeah, he's killing it, bro. Killing it.
I like Zach Toombs. I like the cut of his jib.
He's killing it as most
Writer
reporters
slash
are.
anchor covering policy and politics at Newsy Videos, previously at Public. I don't know what it is in
He
Washington.
used to be at a no-name station. Now he's at another no-name station.
University of Missouri Columbia alumni. He's a Texan originally, and he's an
What
asshole.
are you talking
oh
about?
my
Which
God.
story?
Smug.
Oh my God! There's a video of him with a mustache.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh, this
Hold
guy's worse
on.
than Dave.
I'm lost. Start over again. What are we talking about?
Hold on a second.
What am I thankful for?
Oh well, I
What,
can't pull it
what
down.
video? What?
I'm going through his video feed on Twitter.
Whose video?
Zach
feed?
Toombs, the guy we've been talking about for the past 20 minutes.
Thanks for plugging it again. I was wondering what you were muttering about. Can't see what you're looking at.
more information about this particular case, it would be difficult to determine the degree
We
to
really
which
have been talking about this endlessly.
Well, no, I've been tweeting him and doing what you told me to do and stuffs, but I didn't know what you were stupidly muttering about.
transition program succeeded. Of Esquire containing the story will hit shelves February 19th. For Newsy, I'm Zach Toombs. Multiple sources.
For Newsy?
Yeah, Newsies, bro.
The kids that dance around?
Alive, carrying the banner through it all.
Ew.
He's such an idiot. Well, while we wait to see if Zach Toombs
Ew,
calls
Dutch
in.
remembers that?
How did you recognize it too? You're just as it was me.
Yeah,
Shut
but
up.
I wouldn't have been able to pull that out of my ass. That was pretty
I
quick.
used to watch that movie incessantly when I was a kid.
All right, this is a fun
Ew.
one. This is a fun video here.
I'll determine if it's
Now,
fun.
I'm the king.
Ew. I hate
Somebody-
it so much. It's giving,
Somebody hacked the Montana emergency broadcasting system,
which I'm sure is hard.
and over the airs on
They have a Gibson, and nobody can hack a Gibson.
on the server of the thing. It comes over regular programming.
What's a server?
Well, it's a thing that serves.
On the it was on the CW, and they took over the emergency broadcast system.
It's a person who failed.
Yeah.
At life.
Yeah. So they hacked the emergency broadcast system and they broadcast
On the
this.
CW.
On the CW. This
Why?
is the broadcast.
No one's watching.
here you
Wait,
go.
a server did this?
Just watch the video. Sorry, the emergency thing's gonna come up.
Sounds lovely.
Hold on, Alex. You'll see.
This is part of the hack.
You'll see. Yeah, that's just the typical emergency broadcasting system sound.
Reminds me of dialing up to
It-
AOL.
Steve Will.
Civil authorities in your area have reported that the bodies of the dead are rising from their graves and attacking the living. Follow the messages on the screen.
Do you hear that?
That rules.
I'll back it up just a little bit, so people, because I know it's a little muffled because the way they did it, but here.
Are rising from their graves, and
I'll back up a little more here.
authorities in your area have reported that the bodies of the dead are rising from their graves and attacking the living. Follow the messages on screen that will be updated as information becomes available. Do not attempt to approach or apprehend these bodies as they are considered extremely dangerous.
That is so.
Here's Will before the. Sorry, something else started playing.
Awesome.
How amazing! How amazing is that?
Who broadcasted that?
Oh boy,
It was
How
in.
bored is Montana?
It was in Jackson, Montana, or some shit. I don't know, some shithole.
by the
Was
way,
it just like a couple of kids, or was it anonymous?
I don't know
or?
that. I don't know. I just know that they hacked into their their emergency broadcast that could go over any show, and just put that stupid. You could even tell they were doing that voice over a webcam mic. They weren't even using a real nice mic.
Here's my question.
Yes.
The person who got this audio, first of all, who is Steve Wilkos and why were they DVRing it?
Steve Wilkos was the guy that was on Jerry Springer. I
yeah,
think
he
the
was.
bald dude.
He was. And then he. And now he does an even worse white trash show.
Right.
This person was DVR. That's all I got. That's hilarious.
You're right. Whoever DVR'd that was in a trailer.
And now we have Zach Toombs is getting nice tweets from our listeners.
Oh,
now.
what? Like what?
Okay.
Murphy?
No, well, one of the.
Like what?
He blow his nose.
Uh-huh.
And another one that he's a nasally douche.
He's a nasally douche, is he?
I don't know if that's nice.
Come on, Zachy boy.
I don't know if that's a nice thing. I think you guys should be nicer to Zach Toombs at Zach Toombs with 2 O's and an H in Zach.
Yeah, Zach Toombs. You know the douchey way to spell it.
And then you know what? I also want you to the guys downloading this show later in the week that don't listen live. You guys are totally left out. There's no reason to tweet at Zach Toombs later on in the week when
Right.
you download the show
Yeah,
too
at
and
Zach-
get in
yeah.
on the fun. Whatevs. Don't do that.
Right.
Do you think we could get him to be our news minute?
I'd rather not.
Guy
We could get him. Could we get somebody who sounds, I don't know, good?
We could get him to be our janitor if you want. I mean, this guy isn't exactly blowing up the world here.
Yeah, no, he's not setting the world on fire with his.
Yeah, but he has a really nice suit on his avatar
I have a
picture.
nice suit and blonde mustache.
All right. Did the chat room get to decide which was the Florida story? Into that now.
Yeah, what is the Florida story?
Well, the 3 options were, once again, let's see which one won. A man shows balls to police to avoid jail. Someone is charged with using enemas and returning them to the pharmacy. And a Florida man arrested for masturbating while driving with a toy gun in his ass.
Well, I accidentally refreshed the chat while we were on a commercial break, so I'm going to assume the third one won because it sounds the craziest.
Why don't we...
I vote third one.
All right, well, so much fuck the listeners, I say.
Hey, do we have any do we have any black people that want to vote so we can add a frat?
I'm looking back in the chat. It looks like every single person ever in the chat said they want to hear the third one.
Oh, really? That's
Third
good.
one.
All right,
Yeah.
third one it is. Here we go. Florida man arrested for masturbating while driving with a toy gun in his ass.
What if I showed her my gaping asshole?
Reporting,
John?
reporting for more like
Everybody's in my asshole right now.
reporting for more like radio. This is Royce Toombs. If there's one thing that I wouldn't want to see,
it's gotta
Forget her bush. Look at how hairy your asshole is.
It's got to be nasally.
hold on.
If there's one thing I wouldn't want while driving and anybody else is doing, that would be this.
I can't. I have to breathe. That would be if there's
Well,
one.
if there's one thing,
If there's one thing that you wouldn't want to see while I'm driving, it's anybody else doing anything that would scar me for. Okay, this person's really funny.
I hate these people. You know, I'm just.
Is the author a woman?
No one knows.
Can you please just read the editorial versions, but read it the way you think that person sounds? Always like.
Okay, sure, I could do that. This one sounds like a Valley Girl. Mersh, would you like to read it? I'll post it in the chat for you if you want to grab it.
Yeah, you should.
Because after reading it, it seems like this would be one that you would.
Was it conspiracy-esque?
Well, it's more Valley Girl-esque. It's the gun in the ass one. So
Lost My Way Media.
Yeah, dude.
No. You know what? This doesn't sound like Valley Girl. I'm reading this, and this looks more like funny fat chick. So I'm gonna read it that way.
Okay.
Florida man arrested for masturbating while driving with a toy gun in his ass. You can always tell the ones that are like sex offenders. They always have that look in their eye. If there's one thing that I wouldn't want to see when I'm driving, it's anything that would score me for life. Am I right, guys? The wacky fat girl.
Check me out on OkCupid.
One of those things would be what a Florida tow truck driver witnessed Robert Casey doing. The driver reported. All right, it's not funny anymore.
The driver was driving around with a toy gun in his ass and masturbating. Basically, it's what the title says. Wow, I don't know what.
Jerking his
I don't know
gherkin.
what I expected.
Playing with his penile implant. You don't know. You do an amazing impression of Alf. All right, Zach Toombs may be getting weird tweets at this point.
Oh, no. What does that mean?
They're saying he sounds like Alf.
That he sounds
doesn't
like Alf?
Yeah, I don't know. He eats cats.
He eats cats. I think you guys are being a little too hard on our buddy.
And he's got like a catchphrase or whatever, like "How rude" or whatever.
How rude?
I don't remember Alf's stupid catchphrase.
How rude. No, How Rude was Full House, I believe.
I don't know. Stephanie Tanner looked like Alf. Can't tell those two apart.
But real quick to go back to the story,
No.
did you guys actually just read some of the
No.
Yeah.
Don't do any of that.
Police patted him down. They found a toy gun tied to his leg, part of it which was in his ass, and the other part tied around his genitals. I don't know what he was doing exactly, but it must have been intense.
Why? Why must it have been
Because
intense?
we had a gun in
what,
his ass.
What kind
I'm
of toy
pretty
gun
sure
was it?
having any kind of gun in your ass toy.
Well, apparently he was nude and like put his clothes on when the.
Can you say that again, Dutch?
Apparently he was nude.
The way you say nude.
Nude.
Well, he was nude.
Well, now reports are coming in that a fat Satanist was kissing him when they pulled him over.
Oh no!
Reports. These are unconfirmed reports, though.
Allegedly.
Unconfirmed.
Hashtag allegedly.
Reports.
Western Echo, can you put that Photoshop back in the chat room of Dave and Heather photoshopped onto each other? It's really weird looking. It's really bothersome.
Oh, why did you do that? Because now I'm gonna have to post it so everyone could see it in the video feed.
Oh boy.
Listen, guys, we don't
By
want to.
the way, real quick.
The weird thing is that David came off looking uglier with Heather's face.
This is. I have a question. Whoever pulled this story, remember how we were making fun of the person editorializing? The actual story and the link tied to this actual story was the full normal news story from Gawker. Why didn't we read that?
I don't know. I
instead of
just read the prep, sir. Oh my God! There's the Photoshop. Dutch, look in the chat room.
That's unnerving,
isn't it?
I don't like that.
I don't like it at all. Why is Dave on Heather's face and Heather's face on Dave's face?
Heather is an ugly bitch.
Why?
This makes me so happy.
Ew. When you actually put it in that like regard.
I have to say though, Heather's hair makes Dave look better.
Yeah, but her face makes Dave just look horrible.
There's the picture for everyone to see.
Did Dennis Photoshop that? Because he did a really good job.
Yes. And Heather on Dave's face, it looks like this DJ I used to work with at a titty bar.
You know what? This is a very rare time where I am going to.
It looks like Andre the Giant without hair.
This is one of the very rare times where I'm going to get rid of our beautiful overlay that Mitch made for us, and change it to this picture. Sorry, I put in the wrong one. Let me fix it. And change it to, let's see.
I'm sorry, now I'm giggling because I'm staring at the animated GIF I put in the chat.
And there you go.
It accompanies it perfectly.
And that's us. Let me see if I could touch Dave's face. Woo!
I wouldn't.
Woo! Look at that. Punch in his mouth. Sorry. The video feed, you have to watch.
It so cuts out.
I know it does.
You're way too excited for green screen guy right now.
Yeah.
Green
Anyway,
screen.
wow, that's actually a very, very scary Photoshop.
I just have to say that Dave looks so cute though.
What do you mean?
So cute with his little hair and his necklace, and his
Looks
breasts.
like a pro wrestler. He's like a pro wrestler who just can't figure out his gimmick.
Oh,
He's
hey.
trying too many things.
Hey, leave the headbangers alone.
He really is like Thrasher or something.
Yeah, I was thinking more of the Bushwhackers.
Oh man,
So
it's
send us
actually
all your
just
fingernails
staring at Larry
and we'll
David
send
now.
you some cash. Fingernails for cash.com.
All right. Let's move on. Let's try to get to some other stories.
Sorry, Dave. Penis. It's hard to get past.
It's hard. It's hard to get past.
He didn't suck it. He just kissed it for a little bit of money.
For a little bit. It was a
Whatever.
little. It was for way too small amount of money.
Under 1,000 net.
All right. I have a video about the world's ugliest woman.
Maybe somebody told Zach Toombs your reports are sadder than Joe Coletta's personal life. I don't know. Maybe somebody said that to him.
This is Zach Toombs news thing. All right. We have we have a story about the
Poor Zach Toombs.
He's going to wake up tomorrow going, I don't know what's
He's gonna wake up and go, what did I do? Like, I didn't even do anything to anybody. I'm just trying to live my life.
All right, let's play this.
The world's ugliest woman has finally been buried in her native country more than 150 years after her death.
Hey, what are you
Julia
talking about?
Pastrana
I'm
sang
looking
and
right
danced-
at her, right? Am I right? Oh, I nailed you.
Great, another Heather Height story.
Oh, sorry.
Let's play this.
Buried in her native country more than 150 years after her death. Julia Pastrana sang and danced in circuses throughout 19th century
Of
Europe.
course she did. What else do you do back then when you look like
She
that?
has a beard all over her face. It's horrendous.
All over her body.
All over her body.
And was known
She
as the
is a
world's
beard.
Look, there you go. There's the best picture of her right there. Look at that. Look at that. She looks like Mr. T in a dress.
Is that thing?
Yeah. Come on, real woman.
She looks like something that's made up.
Yeah, I know. She looks mythical. That's how ugly she is.
Butt
She looks
monkey in the
mythical.
chat said Mark Henry.
Yeah, seriously.
That's what I do. What?
All right, all
Eat
right.
bananas and
All right,
fucking
hollow pain
and tear luggage apart in commercials.
Yeah.
ugliest woman.
Is there like an actual picture of her? Or is it
Well,
just
she died 150 years ago, so that's going to be tough to find.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Now, why is this news? You just said
Because after 150 years, they finally buried her in her home country. I'll start it again.
She had a
here.
genetic disorder. She died 150 years ago at the ripe old age of 19.
The world's ugliest woman has finally been buried in her native country more than 150 years after her death. Julia Pastrana sang and danced in circuses
Hey,
throughout 19th
I didn't know Khloe Kardashian died. Am I right, guys? Huh? Get it? Because she's a monster.
bitch.
Sorry.
century Europe and was known as the world's ugliest woman, the bear woman, or the ape woman.
Well, which
the
one
indigenous
was it?
Mexican
All of them. Man, bear, pig.
woman suffered from a genetic condition.
Ooh, look, there's a real picture, Dutch. There you go. What do you think? You think she's hot? Dutch? Look.
God.
I've done shows
I'm
with
more
worse.
looking at the midget thing that's on their left, like the Chucky doll.
Oh, that's the
That was
current
her son.
That's the current world's ugliest woman.
Ah, Heather Height.
That covered her face and hair and gave her a thick-set jaw.
Look at that. She's an ape woman. She's an ape woman.
Yeah, if I saw that back in the day, I would try to kill her and try to get experience points.
No, or that, or beg Dr. Zayas to help me.
I'd stab her with a mithril dagger.
Pastrana's husband toured with her embalmed body after her death in 1860. And her
Yes, tomb with her embalmed body, yeah. And by the way, her husband's nickname, Handsome Dan. Very ugly though.
Very ugly guy.
It was an ironic
Yeah, yeah,
nickname,
of
like when you
course.
call a fat guy tiny.
Of course it was, yeah.
All right.
Her remains finally ended up in Norway decades.
I'm sorry, Dutch?
What was his name again?
Whose name?
You're such a dumb person.
His real name isn't Handsome Dan. That was a joke.
Oh.
You're so
Damn!
Damn! Fucking asshole.
Alan.
Mom! Honey!
I still love it!
Mama!
I'm not doing it. No, I'm saying I'm not joining in. I'm not doing
Okay,
Bob.
here we go.
Years later. Recently, a Mexican governor successfully lobbied for her body to be
Whoa,
returned
Mexico
home.
has governors?
Yeah.
Whoa, Mexico
has a government?
Yeah. Seriously? When? Since when?
Hey, Mexico, when did you start governing yourselves?
Yeah, where do you
Just
get
start
off,
getting all high and
Mexico?
mighty.
Having a government.
What's next? Schools?
Well, they had to legitimize their beer, El Presidente.
They had, and Dos Equis, of course.
It's
Also.
true, and Corona.
Corona tastes like piss. I hate it. Okay.
Governor successfully lobbied for her body to be returned home. Yesterday, crowds flocked to a small Mexican town to pay their respects.
So they could
to the
point and laugh at her horribly disfigured skeleton.
disfigured but dignified woman.
I could say titty right now, and it would be fine because of my accent.
She was a disfigured but dignified woman
You know
who
what?
collected a fee for people to point and stare and laugh at her.
It's still better than kissing another man's penis on another man's show.
Not even the world's ugliest woman did that.
That woman was a step above David Harris.
Reporting
And
from
had a
the BBC.
nicer beard.
And in 1846, still had more listeners on the internet.
You saying that they don't have a lot of listeners, Mersh?
I'm saying that they don't have any listeners.
Any?
I'm saying that all their old listeners are my new listeners.
Hey, man, all of Atlanta hardcore is going to come after you, and it's going to be
that's
sad.
all you guys got left. The rest of them are all mines. Is
French driver trapped in an...
Well, there you go. There's the problem right there. It's French.
You don't know there's going to be good or bad yet. French
It's
driver...
gonna be bad. You've never read a good story. It's
gonna be
never like
bad.
the French driver had a successful drive from point A to point B.
French
Ate a
driver...
baguette, went home, and it was fine.
French driver trapped for hours in a speeding 125-mile-per-hour car with no brakes. So, see, that's not bad. It's fun. When Frank... When Frank Lesarif drove...
Yeah, you're pronouncing it
Cannot
all
stop.
wrong. It's Frank Lesarif.
When Frank Lesarif drove off doing his weekly supermarket shop, he had plenty of croissants in his trunk.
And bigots.
And bigots. In northern France, my wife... I'm doing
how
every answer. My wife... That's still funny, right, guys? My wife...
My wife.
My wife. Come on, guys. It's still funny.
High five.
It's not.
My wife. No, Dutch. It's a movie called Borat. Have you watched
Have
it?
you seen it? It is so funny.
High five.
This guy, Sacha Baron Cohen.
I think you're pronouncing it wrong. I think it's Sacha Baron Cohen.
It's like still being shocked over the fact that Bruce Willis was.
My wife.
It was a one-time thing.
Bruce Willis died?
Yeah, he was dead the whole time.
My wife.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do it.
My wife. Lesarif has
Still
filed.
not. You keep saying it. It's still not.
Speaking of which, I did hear reports today that when Dave was nibbling on a penis on O&A, and some of the people tuned in and saw him and Heather on the show, they went, "Ew, he's married to her."
Really?
No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
By the way, didn't
he
he used to take a strap-on from Heather? Isn't that something else that he used to do? We
In
never
the
mentioned that.
butthole.
Right?
I'm sure he still does. Probably. He dated a tranny before too.
He dated a tranny before.
Yes.
Really?
Did she have a bigger
Does
penis?
he know just because?
Post-op.
Does he know just because you act like Eddie Murphy doesn't mean you're going to get his career? No. Did someone tell him, please? Anyway, the French driver drove off to this weekly supermarket shop in northern France. He was not expecting
to buy, I'm assuming, organic stuff.
He was not expecting to embark on a high-speed car chase that would force him over the border.
pesticides. Sorry.
Actually, they only drink wine and smoke cigarettes. That's
Yeah.
why they're so skinny.
And they all die at
But
30.
why wouldn't you just turn the ignition and let the car die?
Because
If the
it's
brakes don't work,
Europe.
I get the brakes don't
So
work.
they have different outlets, so
No, they
it's
don't.
different.
It's still a turnkey or an engine stop, whatever. You just turn your car off, take your key out, right?
No.
Wouldn't you just do? I'm
No,
asking.
you can't. I don't. No, you can't do that.
Right.
You
Why?
have to shift downward. That's what he should have done. Was shift
Well,
downward.
Okay, fine. So neutral.
Neutral.
Yeah, put it in neutral.
Because then it would have just blown the engine, and he would have been safer.
Yeah, Lesarif has filed a legal complaint against Renault Laguna, which is an adapted for this. Oh, it's because his car had this thing that was adapted for disabled drivers jammed at 125 miles per hour.
Haha, that's what you get.
And the brakes failed,
Was it
forcing him to continue careening along a vast stretch of French motorway into Belgium.
I hope he wasn't initially driving at 125 miles an hour and that the mechanism sped the car up before it jammed.
Well, the good thing is, since he's French, as soon as he got into Belgium, him and his car immediately surrendered.
Yeah, just
immediately surrendered.
We're sorry.
So, oh, Jesus, surrender right now.
Sorry.
Sorry, guys. No,
Sorry.
please don't invade us again. That's
Take it. I was eating that, but you can have it. I'm fine.
No, I'm fine. It's fine. I don't care. This Heil Hitler, right,
You guys are better than us in every way. Sorry.
And then he and his car headed back to France and muttered under their breath about America the whole time.
Yeah, and how awful we are.
Piece of shit country.
The 36-year-old was on a
Fuck
dual.
you, France. You haven't mattered since like 1690.
Hey.
You know when France mattered? When people called Hessians
Yeah,
existed.
France, you haven't mattered since. France, you haven't mattered since sails were fuel.
The last people you teamed up with in a war were the Native Americans.
That's not true. It's not true. The last people they teamed up with, I think, were the Bushwhackers.
Well, the last ones they teamed up with and actually won, I think, was Prussians, right?
Yeah, I think.
They were fighting alongside Cossacks.
And the Phoenicians.
And you know something's wrong with the Ottoman Empire.
Yeah, which is, by the way, not as comfortable as an empire as you would think.
No.
The 36-year-old was on a dual carriageway on his way to the
Really funny.
to a hypermarket when the cars.
What's a hypermarket?
A hypermarket is a market that's run and operated by.
Sell! It only sells 5-hour energy.
Think you're coming out of here!
That's a Tourette's.
No,
market.
just hyper, really hyper, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Oh, that's where that debut album guy from the 5-hour commercial works.
All they sell is coffee and Mountain
He
Dew.
just became a ping pong champion.
Fucking commercial.
Yeah,
because he's you.
My debut album.
If
don't
they had
like
like some like geeky dorky guy doing that, then it might be funny. But when you have a douchey guy who seems like he would actually do all the things that he says in that, it's the worst.
Hey, you want me to play you a song? I heard Wonderwall again.
Well, there you go, Joe Wonderwall. I bet you Joe said fuck those guys. He's really pissed. I guarantee you.
The waste. You got to listen to the full albums.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, turn down Pearl Jam and call in. Turn down that album that only came out on Target because they don't sell out.
He has to stop crying first because they did that cover of the. I'm tired.
I'm
It's
with
a
your
song.
witty insulting me and only me and no one else on the show.
Yep.
Do that.
Yeah, why don't you fucking pull your head out of that champagne supernova and call into the show?
Yeah, seriously. Come on, man. You can listen to your Bowling for Soup album later.
No, seriously.
Can you please just call in?
Hey, call.
Okay.
I
Third
like
album's
them.
good.
Do me a favor and Skype in Temple the dog.
Yeah, seriously.
We need a
I
backup
go
singer.
hungry. I go hungry.
Thank you, Dennis. It was Comfortably Numb was the cover. Thank you.
Anyway, while uncontrollably speeding through the last lane of his other cars swerved out of his way, he managed to call in emergency services, who immediately dispatched a platoon of police cars. Realizing he had no choice but to keep racing along when the petrol ran out,
Is that like oil?
they escorted him at high
like
speed.
gas?
Yeah, across the.
Is that like petroleum jelly?
I already said yes.
It's like gas, but it costs more because it's European.
Oh yeah,
about
it's like
Vaseline?
$6 a liter.
A litra. And then there's you have to pay a separate tax on top of it.
Right.
Yeah, the
70.
Lisa tax.
By the way, France now has that 70% income tax
They're
for,
doing
for
good.
millionaires.
No, they're doing good.
70%.
Hey, you know what else
That's
France
good. I
doesn't
only
have
wanna
anymore? Millionaires.
Or
I
businesses.
only want to keep 30% of whatever I make. That's fine.
Don't they realize that if you punish rich people, you just won't have any rich people?
Not
That's
if you-
not a good thing.
Oh
that-
yeah, I can make money anytime I want. I go kiss a penis and make a cool 1,500.
Name one country that's ever bragged about not having rich people in it. Cuba.
Somalia.
Cuba. Weren't you say? Oh, by the way, speaking of Cuba,
yeah.
weren't you
Oh,
saying
yeah, there
this,
was
you didn't
a-
send it in prep, but you were telling me the story.
The W Hotel in South Beach, like a week and a half ago, they bought a piece of art from a guy, a very controversial artist, who painted a portrait of Che Guevara.
Che
And they
Guevara,
decided the W in South Beach
which is Cuba Central.
decided to put a painting up in their lobby of a very, very reviled dictatorial figure.
Yeah, look up Che Guevara.
Commissioned by an artist who was apparently a huge homophobe on top of it.
Right.
Okay, hold on a second. Now,
So it's
hold on.
anti-Cuban, it's anti-gay, and it was in
Right.
South Beach.
Okay, so Che Guevara. I mean, I've seen a lot of hipsters wear those shirts, like,
And they're
Cubans hate him.
assholes.
I'm
Well,
not
let
too-
me explain, because I'm Cuban. They're assholes, those hipsters, because they just think, oh, he's a rebel. No, but Che Guevara.
Revolution. That's the thing. I'm not too familiar with that history. So,
Well, I'll
what's the deal?
explain.
Che Guevara was basically a henchman.
Cuba had a dictator already, Batista, and not the wrestler.
Oh.
I'm familiar with that.
I saw
Not former
Dexter.
WWE champion Batista.
In the 50s. Castro at the time, with the help of Che Guevara, they both overthrew this guy and they put in their own system. Cubans hate it because Castro turned out to be a worse dictator than Batista was. So that's the
When
reason
did The
why.
Rock come in?
No, it's not wrestling, Marie.
Well, no. What happened was Batista originally teamed up with Ric Flair and Triple H to form Evolution.
Right.
And then somebody broke that up because Ric Flair got old. I don't know what happened.
Anyway.
And then Castro came.
So that's why Cubans
I
hate it.
love some Ric Flair.
I love Stone Cold Dutch.
Batista has nothing on me, and that's the bottom line.
There you
So who's the tag team SmackDown
Thanks, Marsh.
champion right now?
That would be.
That would be Batista and Rivera and I don't know too many of it. I'm at
Raul Castro.
So
Raul and Fidel are actually the tag team champions of Cancer Havoc.
But what's CM Punk gonna do about it?
CM Punk can kiss my ass.
All right. Dutch is going to have no voice again next week, and it's going to blame this stupid show.
I just got it back.
Okay, sorry. We don't want to have Dutch lose his voice. He'll do that on his own.
We also don't want to work.
We don't. So we outsource our work to doing voices and getting really
Now-
lazy.
Hold on now. Like, what is the whole thing with Che? Like, Cubans don't like him.
Well, they don't like him because him and Castro helped overthrow Batista, and he helped Castro get into the system, and Castro ruined the country, so they hate him. It's like he was like Castro's Goebbels to what Goebbels was to Hitler. You know, like that's the only way to describe like how he is to like that.
So he made a movie called Titanic, and it really was just a waste of money.
No, you're thinking of James Cameron.
See, Castro's the face, and Che Guevara was the go-getter.
That made me laugh. History joke.
It's fun.
Fucking nerds.
It's fun.
I don't need no book learning.
No book learning. By the way,
Sorry, I
bonus
like
Florida
intelligent
story
jokes.
because I wanted to read this one. Florida man faces charges for using enemas returning to pharmacists for resale. Jacksonville, which is, of course, hillbilly Florida. Prosecutors say a Florida man resealed and returned used enemas to pharmacies who resold them to unsuspecting customers.
Oh, boy.
34-year-old Ronald
sounds
Eugene
sounds
Robinson of Jacksonville faces federal charges for tampering with consumer products. Robinson says that was a shitty thing to do. If convicted, Robinson faces a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison. And 10 years in prison?
Yep.
Woo.
That's poopy, man. People don't like poopy
No, I
nowadays.
go like poopy, but 10 years in prison's a lot. If he had AIDS, I get it, but
Poopy, man, no good.
10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. Authorities say customers who purchased the used enemas have been notified. Oh, that's a good letter to
Well,
get.
they were notified immediately upon opening the
Ew.
box.
Yeah, seriously.
Ew.
Can you imagine there has to be one person who just wasn't paying attention?
Oh, this one's already lubed. Authorities say the customers who purchased it just looks like Vaseline and brown. Authorities say that the customers who purchased the used enemas have been notified. There were 2 phone listings for Ronald D. Robinson in Jacksonville. The first was disconnected, and no answer for the second one. Why are they telling us the phone listings in Jacksonville? This is the Associated
I don't know.
Press,
Why-
people.
Why is Ronald McDonald pooping on people's products?
On their chest and face area.
It's not fun for anyone.
Yeah, no. At least poop on a glass coffee table and sit underneath it.
And take a photo of
less-
your girlfriend under it,
Less cleanup.
smiling.
Man stabbed as menage a trois goes wrong. Knife play
Has
began.
a menage a trois ever really gone right?
Knife play began when victim refused to swap positions. A menage a trois went horribly wrong last Friday when a North Dakota man, there's a North Dakota, stabbed another man, a male participating, when he refused to switch positions during the fight, during the act.
Stab somebody!
What position was he in that he didn't want to give up?
He was
didn't want to give up the high ground.
They were doing high ground. They were doing the Eiffel Tower, and they wanted to switch.
but the
One guy
thing-
wanted mouth action, that guy wanted pussy action, and the guy's like, "I ain't giving up pussy, yo."
No.
You're already
This is
getting
what's
blown,
shocking
yo.
is that it's actually the other way around.
He wanted mouth.
The dude who was doing the fucking was like, "Hey, let me get on the mouth," and then stab the dude over at security. And you've already got beachfront property, and now you're gonna fight a guy over a fucking house, 3 miles inland. What are you thinking about?
Some people like the burbs, bro.
I don't know, man.
Ashley
I
Hunter,
like the dugout.
Ashley Hunter, 33.
First of all, why are you bringing a knife to a 3-way?
I don't know.
Why would you not have a knife in a 3-way?
Yeah, I always bring a knife to a
Bitches
three-way.
go crazy during 3-ways.
It's true. Bitches do go crazy.
Ashley.
From O-Town?
No.
Girl name from England.
Madison.com.
Tuesday afternoons, 3:00.
Ashley parentheses the Poon Hunter
Fuller?
33 was charged this
Wait,
week.
she hunts the poon hunters?
Ashley the Poon Hunter Fuller.
Yes, was charged this week with felony aggravated assault for allegedly stabbing Orlando DeWitt.
Oh, that reminds me. We got to talk next week. Somebody please remind us to talk about this on air. But me and Royce discovered this a few weeks ago. Ashley's sister's fucking hot.
Ashley's sister's fucking hot.
Bitch showed me the other day. Dude,
Fucking hot.
Like really hot.
I know. We showed Mitch.
ugly fuck. I don't know where she got her jeans from, but man,
wow. Ashley, if you're listening, download whatever. Oh, I want to eat your sister's
jerked off
ass.
since the show started.
Dude, I want to fuck his sister so bad. Sorry, Ashley. No disrespect.
No disrespect. Of course there's no disrespect.
Anti-social gamer on Tuesday.
Every Tuesday afternoon, and it's a great show, and we listen very frequently. But I do want to fuck his sister.
So hard, man.
She's really dude. You know what? I wrote him a message to her. I said, man, you really tried to hold that away from us. Your sister's hot. And he just wrote, yeah, that's so cheap hair dye makeup. Way to go, Ashley.
We will bring
Sorry,
that up.
yeah, I didn't mean to cut that out.
That's
So
okay.
anyway,
DeWitt
Ashley
told
gave-
police that he began kissing on the couch with one of the women named Letitia. Soon they were
Ew.
under the covers and they had their pants off, which led, of course, to the new couple having sex. Because they're black, her pussy was very pink. DeWitt added that he twice caught Hunter watching.
It's not any pinker. It's just a contrast.
It just look. No, I know it's
Yeah,
not.
no,
I'm just saying it's like if you it's just the color around it.
Yeah.
Is what makes it. You know.
Why is the smoking gun talking about that?
I have no idea. It's weird.
It's like pink's not that bright, but if you put it in a light bright, all of a sudden.
Soon they were under the covers and they had their pants off, which led, of course, to the new couple
That's why
having
whenever
sex.
a black girl spreads her pussy lips open, it always looks like the bottoms of the ships in Independence Day opening.
Her vagina is cold.
And it usually ends with the same destruction. DeWitt added that
At least to the community.
Well, the one over the White House is pretty close.
Well, you've
DeWitt
seen
added
Baltimore.
DeWitt added that he twice got Hunter watching the lips. That's really.
What? I'm just saying. You never saw the Independence Day ships over Baltimore.
No, you're right. You're right.
They didn't
Absolutely.
have to.
They didn't. No, they did it themselves. They would have helped it. Hunter watching the living room action from his adjacent bedroom. At one point, DeWitt reported Hunter came out of the bedroom and began kissing on Letitia's breast. In short order, Letitia began to perform oral sex on Hunter. It appears DeWitt was continuing to have sex with Letitia while she was performing double duty.
Nice. Good for her. Dual wielding.
And that is when the trouble began. Hunter then asked to switch places with Orlando. According to Fargo, it was in Fargo, North Dakota. Oh my God!
Wait a minute. There are
a black.
I was going to say there's 3 black people that haven't had sex in Fargo.
Yeah, you know, right up there in Brainerd.
There's so much of this story I'm having a hard time believing.
Well, yeah, no, he was out there on Moose Lake, so I pretty much assume that.
Well, of course he stabbed people. He's a black guy, you know.
Yeah, you know. And he told me the last guy that said him.
Switch positions, and I said, "No, nigger, you said you sit there," and I said, "Nigga, what?" And then that's what happened.
And then he said, you know, he said the last guy that had a threesome with said that it didn't end too well for him, and he died, not of old age, if you know what I mean.
I don't want to fuck pussy anymore because it's funny looking.
Yeah,
nigger.
you know.
It's like, Nick, please. I said, "Nigga, what?"
Funny looking how? You know, like a black guy's penis.
I love that fucking Royce is just cranking out Fargo references and Duchess just saying things. It's surreal. I was listening to 2 different bits.
Doing black guy being Fargo guy.
Yeah, whatever.
I got both the bits.
So I
enjoying
called it
both of
in.
them.
End of story.
So called in. End of
Hunter
story.
then asked us, "Hey, you're gonna want a true coat on that knife
It was
before
my
you stab
deal,
your buddy."
Wade. A finder's fee.
Yeah. Sorry. I want to go to Pancake House. Hunter then asked us. I love that movie. Hunter then asked to switch places with Orlando. Then, according to Fargo Police Department, Orlando told him.
Orlando Jones or Orlando Jordan?
Orlando Bloom.
Orlando told him, and
Well
Hunter
played.
became upset. During the ensuing argument, DeWitt called Hunter a fucking retard.
What are your 6 favorite Orlando Bloom movies?
Which infuriated the Lord of the
Pirates
Ring
of the
trilogies.
Caribbean 1, Pirates of the Caribbean 2, Pirates of the Caribbean 3, Black Hawk Down.
Black Hawk Up,
Uh,
Black Hawk Left, and Black Hawk Right.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Zizits.
oh yeah, Lord of the Rings 1, 2, and 3.
DeWitt's.
I like the range of his characters because it's either determined or more determined.
Dutch. There's also really, really determined.
And then there was that one rom-com that was just thrown in the middle.
Determined and more determined.
You know what? Thank you, Dutch. Orlando Bloom, you're a one-note piece of shit. You fuckface.
It's range.
Range my ass. We get it. You have one face. You've never smiled in your life.
We need you to.
It always looks like his son's been kidnapped.
Now remember,
Save her is the face he always has.
remember, this is a turning point for the character. He's in crisis and he's vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
but determined, right?
But he's also no, he's not.
He's not though. At
This
point,
is a
he's
sex
giving
scene.
up all hope at this point.
This is a sex scene.
But he's not letting go of hope.
No,
he is.
He's letting go of hope. Hope's
let
over.
go. Let go of that glimmer in your eye. Do not let me see another glimmer in your eye.
Apparently, Joe's a big Orlando Bloom fan. He called back in.
Hi, Joe.
I am not.
Okay, we wanted you to call in because
Hey, Joe,
I wanted.
did you come to do the crossover into nothing? We have 3 minutes left.
No, 360 and 420's next.
I know.
And it's his birthday, Merce, so how dare you call it nothing?
By the way, when I said 360 and 420's on, I sat back and gave Merce the double guns, and then he looked at me and goes,
"Balls in your court, buddy."
Oh, you guys are so mean.
"Hi, Joe.
What's up, buddy?"
We want to make sure you're not mad at us. We were just playing."
Why would I be mad at you?
I don't know, brah.
I just want to make sure that Joe the Pest Coletta is cool. And
Joe the Pest Coletta? Really?
Listen, you fucking idiots. Those were pictures from like 9 years ago.
Yeah,
so
what were they from the Whackbag softball game?
Fucking scumbags.
Whackbag softball game.
What were they?
I actually found it with full-blown AIDS, though.
What were those pictures of Mother Shucker's barbecue?
That's right. This is why I called in. Right.
No, hey, that's not me this time,
No,
Joe.
that was me. I'm sorry. I got sucked.
I just wanted to say, hi, Joe. How are you doing? You don't talk to us anymore.
What do you mean? I always talk to you.
Don't get so mad, bro. Hey, where was Nick tonight? We missed him.
Nick is the guy that, remember when you're in high
Likes
school
to
and
party.
your best friend finally gets a girlfriend and you never hear from him again? That's Nick.
Oh, yeah. Like Sean. Yeah, I got it.
So Nick had a dinner arrangements with his girlfriend
Mom?
for Valentine's Day.
So
Well, you can't fault him for that.
Nah, Valentine's Day. Well, you know what, Mitch? You're doing a show on Valentine's Day, so shut up. And so are you, Dutch.
Well, I took my girl out to dinner
Yeah, and she
beforehand.
was
I
here.
planned accordingly.
Oh,
You
cool. I
missed the
bet.
first half of the show.
Wow.
She's here.
Did you have to make reservations for the Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah, seriously. How much was your Groupon for?
Yeah, seriously, because that's what fucking white trash like Mitch thinks is fancy Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
It was
It's
her
really
idea,
good.
though.
Where did you
Just
guys?
Dude, me, her, no, Sherry is. I guarantee it was her idea.
How are the rib tips at Golden Corral?
Yeah, where did you guys go though? For real?
No, we went to a sushi bar.
Really? You went to? So how was PF Chang's? You piece of shit.
How fresh is
It was
the
actually Osaka.
Hey, how fresh is the sushi in Eden Prairie,
Yeah,
Minnesota?
seriously.
I don't care.
Yeah.
How
Tastes good
fresh
to
is
me.
that
I will
tuna?
say, Eden Prairie. I will say this. It's actually a really nice town.
No, it's not. It can't possibly be.
I've been here my sixth time now in the
Yeah.
last 2 weeks. It's a nice town. I like it.
Oh shit, we got to wrap up. Show's coming on right after 360 and 420. Anything we got to plug?
No, just at Mersh
So
on
glad I
Twitter.
called in. Great.
Keep listening.
Christ.
Whoa, Joe. First off, Joe, if you're going to insult us, at least make sure your mic doesn't sound like you're calling in from a fucking terror bunker.
What are you talking about?
At Mersh on Twitter. And hey, just stick around. The Fifth Circle Radio Show. None of us nibble on dicks.
Thanks for listening, guys. Joe, sorry, maybe we'll get you on next time. Sorry we had to bump you, pal.
Apologies to Joe Coletta.
Our apologies, Joe Coletta.